Good. Shalom.
Shalom.
First thing and foremost, I want to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to you.
How? Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash.
I want to give double honors to the elders, the apostles, the great millstone that rule well. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. Yours in the gospel of God, lift up the standard of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, wherever they be. The brothers here at GMS Kansas City, prophesied another weekend and week out. Same location, just down the street a little bit because they're doing construction on our little spot over here, man, you know, which is causing up a lot of workers, a lot of noise. So we just moved down the block a little bit, halfway, but we still in a chief place of commerce, as the scriptures say, coming out to the streets and teaching where the people are at, man. Because when you look around, you can pan the camera on here, you look around, this is the chief place of concourse, man. All right, this is downtown Kansas City, Missouri. Main highway. Got the highway right here. Got the T-Mobile Center, you know, the place where the agora, so to speak. And we're commissioned to come out here and teach the word, man, not hide behind some computer and play prophet. Yeah. You know, because the Lord said, go out there and make your body a living sacrifice, man. Meaning that putting your life on the line for this truth. Not saying being stupid and go jump in front of a fucking car. But the fact about it is, you gotta let the people see you because we're to be a spectacle until Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, man. All right. Yeah.
This Isaiah 13, verse 2. Lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain. Exalt the voice unto them.
Exalt the voice. Go ahead.
It says, shake the hand that they may go into the gates of the nobles.
Right. Shake the hand so they may go into the gates of the nobles, man. Right. Because when we speak in this word, we're speaking the end of Esau's kingdom, the coming of our Lord to set up the kingdom of heaven for the Israelites, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. That's ultimately a speech of war against the government, man. Because we're talking about a government that's going to overthrow them. So therefore, that's an act of treason according to them guys, man. Right. Which according to the spirit, we're just bringing out the word, man. We're just proclaiming our kingdom and our faith and our foreverness in the world, man. You know?
It says, Isaiah 13, verse 3, I have commanded my sanctified ones. I have also called my mighty ones for mine anger, even them that rejoice in my highness.
Right, the sanctified ones being the prophets, the mighty ones going into the angels, man. He said he called them for his anger, man, for his benefit. Because if you look at the planet Earth right now, hey, shit is turning up. Okay, the Most High is turning up that situation in the Ukraine to the point not Biden, but this guy Putin, he like, look, all talks are off the table. We're not playing with them no more, man. Right. They come over here, they try to destabilize this shit, then hey, we're gonna step it up a notch. Yeah. Because ultimately, the Ukrainian conflict has nothing to do with America. Right. That ain't nothing to do with you, man. So why are you over there? You see? So therefore, that's stirring up tensions. You got this whole talks of the mark of the beast, man. You know, global systems, cyber attacks, blackouts, man. You had crazy weather. We were just under the damn heat advisory. What, a couple of days ago, 3rd and 4th of July? Yeah. They said the hottest day on record on Earth since they was able to record it since the 70s was July 4th, man. Right. It was July 3rd, then the 4th topped that. So we're under extreme plagues right now, man. Yes. All right?
This is, I'm going to drop down. This is Isaiah chapter 13, verses 9. It says, behold, the day of the Lord Yahweh cometh cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it.
Now, what is the land it's talking about? Right here in America, man. Right. Okay, this whole 304,000 square foot, whatever they're talking about, from point A to point Z, is going to be obliterated through ICBM nuclear missiles, man. Yeah. And when you look at it, it's deserving. Right. Because, you know, you had this month of pride, man, to the point that they're blatantly charading their wickedness in front of children, you know what I'm saying, defying the Most High. And then all of a sudden you got this whole thing too about making the pedophilia act, that's gonna be almost legal, man. To the point they're making it normal for older men to grab up little boys and girls and have sex with them. Right. That's what that movie, The Smell of Freedom, was going into. If you brothers ever seen it, it's a damn good movie.
Yeah, The Sound of Freedom, I gotta watch it.
Yeah, it's pretty good, man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And they show you without a doubt how wicked this fucking place is, because majority of the children that come up missing in the world, and right in America.
Yeah. And you know what? On the back end, they're also criminalizing being able to criticize them.
Yeah.
At the same time, they're saying they're passing laws that say you can't
look
hurt
up-
people's feelings.
Yeah.
What type of shit is that?
Oh, well, found out too though, if you do a search like on pedos, basically it'll label you that. It'll say
Yeah.
basically you are now
Right.
be accusing you of being this, because basically since the Epstein shit then came and went, they don't want nobody being they don't want that shit out there at all, man.
Right. Right.
You know?
This Isaiah 13 verse 9. Behold, the day of the Lord cometh cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it. For the stars of heaven and their constellations thereof shall not give their light. The sun shall be darkened in his going forth, and the moon will not cause her light to shine. And I will punish the world for their evil, and the wicked for their iniquity, and I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease,
Yeah.
and will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible.
Yeah, man, and that's you people. He says he will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. Starting with you Edomites, 2/3 of our people, okay? The Most High is getting ready to bring, Jay's already bringing judgment. But it's to the point that it's gonna really get you people's attention when that shit really hits here. Because see, a couple of heat waves and tornadoes, they don't get a nigga's attention, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Most High gotta start dropping bodies, bro.
Yeah, sure.
By the hundreds of thousands, man.
That's right!
Okay? Because you people, you don't seem to understand it, man. The prophets are out here. We're telling you who you are. You're not no damn Mexicans or Puerto Ricans, you're Israelites, man.
That's right, man.
But you wanna hold on to that social construct that your oppressor put on you.
Yeah.
The hell you think we out here for, man? You know?
That's right. That's why the Lord basically said when he's coming cruel.
Yeah.
There's going to be a very cruel and cold spirit on this place. It's not going to be like a very quick and sudden destruction. No, your worst spirits are going to be brought up on you. All of the shit you were scoffing at, you're going to be brought to your remembrance. And it's going to be a horrific judgment, man. And why is that? Because y'all are proud, man. You get told every day, week in and week out, that this shit is wrong. Like, why do we even have to come out here and tell you that you need to leave kids alone, man? Like, why does that even need to be said?
Why does that need to be said?
You know?
Don't be playing with your dog.
But see, the Lord got that pride so high, he's gonna come in cruel, like he said, man.
The kids alone.
The Lord said he's coming cruel to make this place desolate, man.
That's right.
That's right, man.
This is the book of 2 Timothy, chapter 3, verse 1. This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. And this is the definition of perilous. It says full of danger or risk, exposed to imminent risk of disaster or ruin.
Yeah.
And that's the times we living in, because there's death at every single corner, man. All the time, man. You should be able to let your kids out to go fucking play around the block without having to worry about shit, man.
Right.
Now you can't too much do that no more. It ain't the same like how we was coming up.
Bro, now you said you saw some of that movie?
Yeah.
Bro, the beginning of it, they showed you like how motherfuckers would just come up. Like you would be literally just walking down the street. Like you could be going in a car, your kid can be right at that light. Motherfucker just walk off with him.
Right. Yeah,
You know what I'm
they
saying?
own that. You see a nigga with like a baseball cap on,
Yeah.
you chilling in the cut, next thing you know, he can grab your
Kid and drove
grab
off.
your seat and gone, man.
And that shit happens a lot, man. Hey, what you think all those, remember back in the day they used to have a milk cart? Have you seen us?
Right.
Yeah.
That shit was real, man.
Right.
And see, what people don't understand is that with child trafficking, that shit starts up top and trickles it down.
Right.
I refuse to believe that you have an underground crime syndicate that's operating outside of government knowledge, bro.
Yeah.
That's
Right.
bullshit.
Yeah, they with it.
Yeah, they with it. They hire people for it. Like them little weirdos you saw in the movie. Them niggas on Esau payroll.
Right,
And
right.
this is what he say. He said, look, man, we'll pay you X amount of Z to give you money. You know, we'll give you this, we'll give you that. But hey, if you get caught, you gonna take the full rap. Take the charge. 5 years, we'll put 100, 200,000 in your bank account. Shut up, don't say nothing about it.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
They do that to with CIA assets and stuff too, man. Like, look, you in foreign land, you get caught. You deny any connection to America and all of that, man. So Esau's used to doing that, man.
Yeah.
It's not a shock that this guy is running this whole thing, man.
Yeah.
And you know he's with it because how many kids are probably going missing in Kansas City alone? But how many Amber Alerts do you get on your phone?
Right.
You might get twice a month. You might get an Amber Alert, man.
Usually that should just be a regular couple fighting over a kid, man. It'd be the dad that just picked up his kid and went around the block,
Right.
and they'll sit there and still label it as a kidnapping. You know? But that should be wicked as all hell, man. But you know what? Hey, that Netflix documentary on Jeffrey Epstein really exposed how far the rabbit hole was. Man. It'd be these damn politicians that just straight up, hey man, they may pay $20,000, $15,000 to somebody just to go snatch up a kid, and they'll pull up a crackhead off the street. Say, I'll pay you this much money, just go take this kid, man.
Right.
Bring him here. You know, no strings attached. Just pick him up. May lie to him, hey, this is what's going on. And they'll swipe him, man.
Yeah.
You know?
And like the guy that made that documentary, he did the interview. He basically said, man, all of that stuff that they quote us, quote unquote, said are conspiracy theories. He said, no, it's real, it's true. They really have rituals where they take Drini out these kids' bodies, and it's in the witch doctor philosophies and stuff that Esau and these Clintons, all these other guys are into, man.
Fucking Carly brought that out. He brought it out. Even going back to Anton Levy, they brought it out. They said the highest form of magic or witchcraft is the innocence of a kid.
Right.
They said when you take and you work in a kid's rectum and you drain that Drini, that's the highest form of dark magic. And that shit goes back to the Egyptians, man.
Right.
For all you niggas out there, polite, all you guys that believe in Hotep and Amen-Ra, that whole pedophile religion goes back to fucking Egypt, man.
Right.
Because they got the 42 law, they got like, matter of fact, I was looking it up. I may still have it. But it was like, outside of the 42 laws of Ma'at, you had like over 50 or 60 something homosexual gods of the Egyptians, man.
Oh yeah,
15, yup.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? All you niggas that claim to go back to Egypt.
Right.
You see?
That's right. You got another precept. The book of Leviticus 18:21. And thou shalt not let any of thy seed pass through the fire to Molech. Neither shalt thou profane the name of thy God. I am Yahweh. You know, and this is mentioned because that's exactly what's been happening all the way since the ancient world, man. And when they sacrifice to Molech, sacrifice to that owl, you know, look up something called a Bohemian Grove, man. You know, they take the bodies and shit like that and do all types of sick rituals. You know, this place was founded off of that.
Right.
And they believe that they got all the energy, which they did. You know, hey, Satan said, I'll give you the whole world if you bow down and worship me. These people have taken that bow down and worshiping him. So they do all the sacrifice and shit to get more money, to get more success in the world. So they're ramping this shit up now because this kingdom is falling.
Yeah.
So they think they need to sacrifice more to keep it steady, but what they don't understand is, hey, when you deal with Satan, he has a specific time and date where he's gonna punch your card. You gotta pay that tab, man.
Yeah, that's right.
And it's time for America to pay.
And if you don't, they have blackmail on you, man.
Yeah.
That's why they had to get rid of Epstein, which I personally don't believe he dead. He probably out there somewhere. But they had to get rid of him because he knows too much. He knows too many people involved, man.
Yeah.
All your higher ups, your favorite celebrities, everybody on TV, radio, they're all involved.
This guy Tom Hanks, he's a main one, man. You know, Forrest Gump, that you niggas love so much. Hey, he was on that list too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they was gonna expose him. Everybody that was on Jay-Z, Beyonce, fucking Obama, Michelle, whatever the damn nigga's name is.
Yeah.
Forrest Gump, fucking Tom Cruise, all them guys, man.
I believe that the guy Steven Spielberg, that Amalekite, and Stanley Kubrick, another Amalekite, they were always with that shit.
And Stephen King, you know Stephen King look weird, bro.
Yeah.
He look like a weirdo, man. I won't be doubt if that movie It was based on his act, because you know It was basically dealing with pedophilia too. You understand that movie?
That clown, yeah.
In Psalms 94 verse 20, shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee, which frameth mischief by a law? They gather themselves together against the soul of the righteous and condemn their innocent blood. And the most innocent blood you can get is the blood of a child, man.
Yeah.
Somebody, 10, 11, 12, shit, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's nothing off limits for this man.
Right. And you know what I noticed when they talk about that documentary, man? A lot of these kids coming to the mission are coming from Israelite nations, man.
Yep, kind of.
A lot of them in Central South America, heavy in West Africa, you know. So you talk about slavery is over, well, you know, Esau's getting 150 billion, man.
Yeah.
And that's at least But that's just what they're able to track. You know, outside of crypto and other black market shit, it's at least that amount, man.
Yeah.
You know, Northern Kingdom out there getting fucked up, going missing. You got Keishas out in Chicago going missing, man. Snatching them up, man.
One of the most kidnapped of all the tribes is Gad, man. That's a sad case, and it's very unspoken about.
Yeah.
They're going on them reservations, man, and they're snatching up a lot of Gadites. It's women and boys, man. And they can't really, it's not really being exposed because, hey, this is Esau took over their land. They're living amongst in this kingdom, so they got a basically a silent, what's the name for it? A gag order on what happens to these so-called Native Americans, man.
Yeah.
They don't make the news or nothing, but every single day they constantly get snatched up and kidnapped.
Yeah. There's no tracking them out there, man. You know, like Esau did most of his wickedness with Gad in boarding schools, man. In history, he'll write down, or we gave them education, but now you can go back and just find little kids' bodies all around these boarding schools, man.
Yeah.
Little Gadite babies just all over, man. Shallow graves, thousands of them, man.
Quick article. It says indigenous women are going missing at alarming rates. It says national attention on the tragic murders of young women like Gabby Petito and Lauren Smith Fields. You know that Gabby Petito bitch, that's the one that went on a road trip and her man killed her ass. They made that a whole big deal, right?
Yeah.
But it says national attention on the tragic murders of young women like Gabby Petito and Lauren Smith Fields have raised newfound awareness around missing persons cases. But while they receive significant media attention, these cases certainly don't tell the whole story.
Yeah.
In fact, in 2020 alone, according to the National Crime Information Center, there were 5,295 reports of missing women and girls, all of them American Indian and Alaskan natives.
There you go, man.
See?
And that's just what they reporting on the girls, man.
Right.
It happens to a lot to the boys too, because you know they're born on these reservations.
Oh, they really want the boys.
Yeah, there's no track record, man, of what going on. You know, you're born in America, you got to get birth certificates and shit like that. Hey, they're not considered, you know, U.S. citizens.
Right.
They're just within their own, you know, their own thing. So a lot of them go unnoticed, unreported, man. And Esau's a damn devil. And he constantly plots on our people, man.
That's right. Had a precept. This is the book of Lamentations, chapter 4, verse 18. They hunt our steps that we cannot go into our streets. Our end is near, our days are fulfilled, for our end is come.
Yeah, because, you know, back in the day, shit, 10, 15 years ago, you used to just tell your mom, hey, I'm about to go outside, get on your bike and just be gone all fucking day, man.
Yeah.
All fucking day.
Yeah.
You know, you already knew about the stranger danger shit. You already knew who to avoid.
Yeah.
But now you can't do that shit, man. If you got kids, you have to supervise them.
Yeah, I remember that, man.
Back in the day, yeah, the first,
be gone.
what was the main thing? Not talk to strangers.
Yeah.
And come home
My
before the
mom,
lights come on.
yeah, exactly. My mom was like, look, don't talk to nobody you don't know. Them street lights get on, get back in the house. And even still, I can sit out in the front yard,
Yeah,
you know?
We used to be all over the place, but you know what? It was so much of a community, man. To the point, like, we stuck together so much to the point, you got to grab us all, man. We used to fuck up grown men coming up, bro. This crazy shit, and I must have been like, me and my sister jumped on this nigga named Toby, bro. Nigga named Toby. So I was probably like 7 years old. My sister like 5 years older than me. So she was what, 8, 9, 10, she was about 12. That nigga Toby was about 15. We jumped his ass, man. Big dude. You know, when you about this small, anybody this big is like a giant.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But then, you know, being careful, man. But hey, at that time, you know, you still had to watch your kids and shit like that. But now, like the brother said, you gotta really be careful, man. Because the schools, they're behind it. Daycare systems, all these corporations are behind it, man.
Yeah.
You'd be surprised, like on a dark web or these underground networks that they got going on Twitter and Facebook. Because it's another side of Facebook and Twitter that they don't allow you to see.
It is.
Right.
You know?
Read that again.
That's right, man. Because you know what? Also, too, you know the organ trafficking thing. That's what it is. And, you know, the price of melanin is way more valuable than gold. So a lot of these people are catching on. A lot of these criminals are catching on. It is a huge profit for just stealing a child.
Yeah.
And they may not even be involved in the sacrifice and shit, but they getting paid so much just to snatch them up, man.
Right. But they showed that in that movie too, when them them. I think they might be Asherite or some shit. And they grabbed up Shorty, man. They took him to dude. Dude was weird, but they grabbed his ass up and took him to the dude, man. You know, he paid them their money, they bounced.
Yeah.
But even then, it's a whole system behind it.
He was saying the kids go for 3 times the rate as a regular prostitute.
Yeah.
You know, so if he's saying if a chick goes for $1,000 a night, you could that's a child would be like 5,000, man.
And they'll pay you.
They'll pay him.
He saw him pay you.
That's he's getting
That's sick, man.
That's sick.
That's some sick shit, bro.
Yeah.
And you be surprised how many of these Edomites got kicked, bro.
Right.
These Edomites, they live right here in your city, man.
Yeah.
And they right up in this fucking building right
Yeah,
here.
oh,
These
yeah.
fucking rich ass millionaires that's up in there, man. You got
Yeah.
them in there.
And these the shit you people are fucking celebrating, man. The
Yeah.
fucking 4th of July independence, man. America's the #1 consumer of child pornography, man. That's your legacy, man.
Hey, and these adoption places too, to adopt children,
Yep,
man.
yep.
That's huge, man.
Oh,
man.
yeah.
Because they getting paid to take these kids in, and they do, and they having their way with them, man.
Right, yeah. Yeah, you fucking Edomites living these comfortable ass lives. It be a majority of Jake catching all this hell, man.
Right.
Because you
Yeah.
got, you know, your parents was on drugs, so you ain't got no other choice but to go into the system.
Yeah.
So once you get into the system, they put you with an old creepy Edomite and start freaking off on you, man.
Yeah.
That's fucking wicked.
Fucking weirdos, man.
You can read that again, huh?
This is Lamentations chapter 4, verse 18. They hunt our steps that we cannot go in our streets. Our end is near, our days are fulfilled, for our end is come. Our persecutors are swifter than the eagles of the heaven.
We
They-
already know that's going to the so-called white man. But you know, going back to that this human trafficking, brother mentioned it. They be on social media, Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, and even offline, man. They be following kids in middle school and shit.
Yeah.
They know when the school bell ring and shit.
Bro,
Yeah.
that's the spirit, right? Now, you remember when I showed you brothers the video when I was back in Chicago? I did the video, the little documentary of the whole neighborhood.
Oh yeah,
Just imagine it's gloomy like this, and bro, as a kid, we used to be because they had this thing about the killer clowns, right? And that whole big thing that it shit came out, and they had a big thing in Chicago about clowns riding and snatching motherfuckers up. So you see a white van, instantly you run. You don't give a fuck. So when we was in elementary school, and I don't know, it's just something dark and eerie about that little area we grew up in. I think it's a lot of death over there, bro. Because even in school, bro, you just felt the spirits, but they used to send these papers home. It was called CAPS. Basically, it's another abbreviator for Chicago, something, I think it got something to do with the police department. But it's called CAPS, and they got a badge on it, and then they have a paper of an alleged pedophile. And it tells you to watch your kids, man. And I remember seeing Jake's face on there, which it could have been an Edomite, but you know, in them black and white papers, they can shade them out, make them look black. But basically, they said if you see this person, stay within certain feet from them, X, Y, and Z, you drive this car. So it makes sense that they grab kids up off the schoolyard, man. Like when we getting out of school, like I used to go to the after school program, we get out about 4 o'clock. And in October at 4 o'clock in Chicago, it's damn near dark outside, man. And you walking through these apartment complexes and woods and shit.
Right.
It was crazy. Sometimes we just had to really book it home.
Yeah,
And our school was like 10 minutes straight from the crib. We just booking into the crib, man.
Yeah, a lot of you kids in public schools, you gotta ride the bus.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, you got a substitute bus driver you never seen before, man.
Bro.
Hey,
Bro, like when I was doing the street sweeping, bro, like early in the morning, we started like 6:30. 6:45 out there, I'm on my route, right? I'm going through like Prospect and Troost and shit, and it's little kids, 6, 7 years old, in the dark, that stand on the bus stop by themselves, man. I'm like, wow. You know? I'm like, these people don't give a fuck about their kids.
Right. This place is turning cool, man. It says, they pursued us upon the mountains. They laid waste for us in the wilderness. The breath of our nostrils, the anointed of the Lord Jehovah, was taken in their pits, of whom we said, under his shadow we shall live among the heathen.
Right, because, hey, we went off. So therefore, hey, the Most High dispersed us among the heathen to be subjected to these type of punishments, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because believe it or not, if you look at a lot of celebrities today, a lot of them, man, they ain't gonna tell you, but a lot of them, man, they was grabbed up as kids.
Yeah.
A lot of them was sold into that shit from their parents. A lot of them was ritualistic. Like Drake and all them guys, man, they was set up from the beginning through their parents. And pay attention when a lot of artists say that, look, my parents were singers, they was part of this and that. They're being sacrificed by their parents.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're sold into slavery
Yeah.
and they're molded, man.
Yep.
You know?
A lot of them child stars, them Disney child stars.
Oh, yeah.
They don't want to be in Hollywood no more, man.
Look at that bitch Miley Cyrus. What happened to her? She got strung out.
Oh, that nigga Orlando Brown.
Orlando Brown?
Yeah, you know
That's
he got
so
power.
Raven. He bugged out
Bugged the
now.
fuck out. Yeah.
Ain't no telling what happened to that man fucking with Disney.
Lizzie Lohan, the fucking Mary-Kate and Ashley twins. All
Yeah,
them
they
fucking.
all
Yeah,
got
that
fucking
nigga
power.
Aaron Carter.
Yeah, yeah.
Aaron Carter, he was a child pop star.
Yeah,
He
I
ended
used to
up
fuck
being a
Aaron
fucking
Carter,
druggie
man.
and dying a couple years ago.
Raven Simone, fucking Emmanuel Lewis.
Yep.
That nigga Gary Coleman.
Yep.
Them niggas
Oh,
not
yeah,
right
shit
after
wicked,
that, man.
Yeah.
How come all the child movie actor, child superstars end up bug outs, man?
Yeah.
Right.
Yep, a lot of them. They found out a lot of those Nickelodeon producers, shows like Drake and Josh or like iCarly and shit like that.
Yeah.
Almost all of them executive producers, they all got rap sheets or something, man, or they connected or they know somebody that know a director or something.
Yeah. Well, this guy Walt Disney, man. Walt
Yeah,
Disney.
yeah,
Hey, they showed the subliminals. They may still have it on YouTube, but if you look up the subliminals of Walt Disney, how they draw the shit, subconsciously they program you. But basically, like Mickey Mouse nose, for example, would be basically a rod.
Right.
His ears would be basically like a crevice or some shit. You know what I'm saying? And they draw these things, and subliminally, the kids get wrapped into it, not even knowing, man.
Yeah. How much more with that CGI shit?
Yeah.
You know all these.
I was gonna say, yeah, that's why the judge is gonna come to this city so heavy. 'Cause that's where that motherfucker started. He's from Kansas City, man.
Walt Disney.
Yeah.
Oh, is it? Okay. Well, he's from what, Shawnee or Overland Park?
Somewhere, I'm not sure what street, but
It makes
he started
sense.
here.
Probably from Raytown or some shit.
A lot of wickedness stuff. Man. Look at what he got.
No, I was just gonna say into those subliminals, they doing that even more with all these animated movies, man.
Yeah.
That Frozen, all them
Okay,
damn,
yeah.
you know all them shits. They get crafty with that, man.
They got a new movie called Encanto. A little
Yeah.
Jake movie, man, about Northern Kingdom down there.
Yeah.
Encanto, that's just straight witchcraft. Man.
Yeah.
The whole movie's witchcraft.
And what's more fucked
what it
up
means.
is that the kids' clothes resemble like horror clothes, man. You go to fucking Target by our crib, you go by the kids section, they putting these little kids in whole clothes, man.
Yeah, right.
Shit is wicked.
Celine Dion, she got a whole clothing line that's just basically about demonic shit for kids, man.
Oh, well, this bitch Taylor Swift, man. She's a whole witch. She's here today. Yeah, bro.
she gotta be.
Yeah, I was at the dentist, man, and little dentist woman was telling me, she said, yeah, I'm going to the Taylor Swift concert and everything. I said, oh, there you go. You'll be in somebody's basement tonight. But see, a lot of times too, like with the magic of the elites, they tell you straightforward. They said, look, in order for us to really make it work, we gotta tell you. They tell on themselves in the movies, man. They have to put it out there as part of their ritual.
Right.
They gotta show you, man. So like a lot of times when you look at album covers or you hear songs or you see shit on TV, it's really portraying a message, man.
Yeah.
Like I was watching, I think it was, you know that nigga Nori from fucking Harlem and shit.
Yeah.
He got a show
podcast
called
now.
Drink Champs or some
Drink
shit.
Champs, yeah.
And Crazy Bone was on there, man. And he was like, man, when you think about it, he said our first album covers, he said that shit was demonic as hell. And he was like, man, we didn't even know what we was doing. And then you got those cases back in my mind. I'm like, nigga, y'all knew what the fuck y'all was
Right.
doing. Y'all just was trying to come
So
up.
that bag,
Yeah,
and shit like
yeah. You know. But he said when you look at the E99, I showed this brother that. When you look at the E99 cover, the background is just nothing but death, man.
Yeah.
And when you listen to their music, as captivating as it is, good music, but they're rapping about death, man.
Right.
And you grew up with that mindset, and this is the result of it, man.
Yeah.
But they were crying out in their lyrics, bro.
Yeah.
They were crying out. You can see it, like when they took them pictures and shit, you can see the hurt in them niggas, man. I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
And it fuck with you, like when you like Jake, they really sell a soul, bro, to be part of this shit.
Right.
Yeah, that song "Murder Was the Case" by Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, he was
That's a
racist.
song about dudes selling his soul to the devil, man.
Right, yeah.
That's how he got on, man. He beat that charge.
Yep. No. Like even going back to that album cover, when you look, like it's called E99 and it's called Eternal. And you look at the symbology of it, we know Eternal represents like forever, or according to them, the afterlife. Okay, then you got E99, the block they grew up on. But if you look at the circumference, and this is when I was heavy into the Illuminati shit before coming into the truth, I studied this shit. When you look at the like on back of the CD is in the form of a pentagram. If you ever saw the actual disc, but when you look at the symbology on the album, matter of fact, I can pull it up. I can break it down. Shit. This to me, this is like the dopest album ever, bro. This is like my favorite album in the whole world. But we
Right.
could break it down on how Esau.
Yeah, but this has been going on. The point is, this
Yeah.
has been going on since the early 90s, man. So
80s.
that's why the new niggas you see now are so fucking demonic, man. You got niggas like Lil Uzi Vert now with diamonds in their forehead, man.
Yeah.
Nigga literally printed a diamond in his forehead, man.
all kind of 666.
Yeah.
Now I don't know if y'all can really see that, but like if you look at all that, this is the Bone Thug. This is like their hardest album. Now if you look at like the arrow and shit on here, how it's pointing, and it got Eazy-E. He's like a warlock looking over them because Eazy-E was a witch. He was into that Baphomet shit.
Right.
And then when you look at this pool on the side, you see all them. Damn, come on. You see all of like the dead bodies and shit, like all the skulls and shit, which represents all the sacrifices, man. Because everybody that was near to these guys, they all end up dying, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So they had heavy sacrifices to even get where they at today, man.
Yeah,
and
right.
Jake had to sell out for that shit.
Even when I was a kid watching some of them music videos, man, I'm like, this shit fucked up.
Yeah, yeah.
This song banging. I'm listening to it, you know, but like Crossroads and all of that shit, it was a perverted version of Revelation 7, I believe. When they had all of the men walking up in that mountain and dressed in white. But it was demonic as fuck, man.
The angel was a Jake dude, though, man.
Yeah,
it shows
yeah.
you that the angel was Jake's, man.
Right. That shit was wicked as hell, man.
It was creepy.
I got one too. You got one, bro. You got one. Yeah. It's the book of Psalms 64, verse 1. Hear my voice, O God, in my prayer. Preserve my life from fear of the enemy. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity. You know, you got to send this prayer up daily, man. Hide, for the Lord hide you from the secret counsel of the wicked, because they take plans and they really do this shit to people, man. They even got something called gang stalking, that they'll do and put that on somebody, man. To try to take you up, sacrifice you, take your organs. Like that one chick, she just a couple years ago, hey, they found her body in the freezer.
Oh, Kanika Jenkins. Yeah, I think her mama had something to do with that shit.
God.
Yeah, like if you look at the interview and shit, like the interview, her mother had like these Masonic shit on like the red and purple or some shit, and like she had like these particular earrings that goes like to like some type of gesture or some shit. Like you'd be surprised, bro. Like
Yeah.
so.
George Floyd mama too, man. That demonic ass memory they had.
It says, verse 2, hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity.
Yeah, it's a secret counsel because Esau not going to tell you straight up, yo, we like to freak off the little kids. We like to put demonic imagery in your movies and music and TV shows. You know what I'm saying? And ultimately, we want to get rid of all the Black, Hispanics, Native Americans in this land.
Yeah.
That's a secret counsel.
Right.
You need men like us to make it plainly on these streets, man. We're proclaiming this openly.
Yeah.
But see, we don't have credibility because we're not in the church.
Right.
But when you go in the church, they don't really bring this out. I mean, they starting to talk about it now, but at the end of the day, you church people ain't gonna do nothing, man.
Right.
You're just saying it for the dollar.
Right.
What is the church doing about all the PEDO activity in the community?
Not a goddamn
They embracing it because they embrace the sugar boys.
Right. Right.
Right, man. You read that scripture talking about crafty counsel.
Yeah, you can't say nothing against it, man. 'Cause when the scriptures say he's gonna make Esau a bear, man, what is he gonna? How is he gonna make him bear, man? From the secret counsels that these niggas got, man. All that wicked shit he's doing behind the scenes, the council of foreign relations. This shit is global, man.
That's right.
You know?
Yeah, it's global.
And then all of it's gonna be made known before it's over with.
But John Todd exposed it. John Todd exposed that, man. He even mentioned like I think he was like in the military or some shit like that. He got out because he killed like an officer or something. But he went into how you got the 13 families, which you know about that, the bloodlines, the Illuminati. But even then, as far as the music, even they said they used to take a disc, a CD, the actual copy of the CD, they'll put it on the altar in the pentagram and they'll pray over it. The high priest on the left-hand side will pray over it. That's why a lot of time music sells and it captivates the influence of the young. Like music is possessive, bro.
Right.
When you listen to it, and it's a frequency, man.
Yeah.
And it captivates you, and then you start to relate to it to the point you're getting grabbed by it,
Right.
man.
Why you think Esau put so much energy trying to lock it down, man?
Yeah.
Think about it. You can't get anything played on the radio. You can't get any kind of notoriety. You can't get on at all without going through some kind of gatekeeper or Esau infrastructure, man.
See that's this the Lil Uzi. This the newest. This the hottest album right now. But you see, he got all the pentagrams as the United States flag.
Yeah, yeah.
The white and the pink.
Yeah, these
And the stars, yeah.
all the stars they pentagrams. You see, that's
Even that
this,
nigga in what's his name? NWM Melly or some
yeah,
shit like that.
YWM Melly.
Yeah,
That nigga
Lil
got
Uzi.
a legion of demons on him.
Lil Uzi, he got the hottest album, quote unquote hottest right now, but he did that witchcraft.
Right, and you know what, that flag too, the red stripes on the flag, they represent the bloodshed of all the slaves and the natives that they killed.
Yeah.
That's what the red stripe represent.
Right.
So right there, that's the council within itself. They put it right in front of your fucking face.
Yeah.
And they got all those pentagrams. You know that don't look like shit like a star in the sky.
Right.
They're calling that a star.
Yeah,
It's not
right.
a star, that's a fucking pentagram, man.
Right. Because Esau trying to tell you that those stripes are about the 13 colonies. But really, they goes into those 13 families that they had, man.
Yeah.
Those when they founded America, man, there's a bunch of nations that separated from the Catholic Church.
Yeah.
They was like, forget the Catholic Church, the crown. You know, you can read that in Daniel 7, how America stood up after the French, the English, and the Spanish. They all came in under the Catholic crown. When they rebelled, that was a bunch of Masons, man. A bunch of cross-dressing witches, man, that founded all of these institutions, did the separation of church and state, you know, and all of a sudden it's no longer in God we trust. They're going by their own whatever's in their own bellies, man.
Yeah, it's do as thou wilt now.
Right.
That's the name of the game.
Right. So when you pay attention to the symbolism, man, even the aerial footage of DC, you see all the ley lines and shit like that, the pentagram that's on the floor, the Masonic symbol that's on the floor, the Alam Molech. The streets all make all those different items, all the shapes of it.
Well, who y'all think that design these shits, man? They claim an architect, but a lot of times them architects, bro, you got gatekeepers or architects, they say, well, look, we're gonna put a building here on Walnut and such rock. Make sure it's built like this. This is the plan we want. This is how I'm gonna pay you to build the shit.
Right.
Like going back to that building there, that's an ancient. That building was built, called the Power and Light Building. That building was built in the 30s, 1930s or something like that, man. And if you look at that, it ain't nothing but witchcraft, but that was specifically designed. It looked like Molech if you really look like an owl. If you look at it at night, it looks like an owl, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that ain't just the only one. All these buildings, City Hall building down there, all these buildings are designed after some type of witchcraft,
It's really across the board, man.
Yeah.
I was telling brothers I'm about to look into the real estate development thing. It doesn't matter how much money you have, you cannot build buildings like this unless a zoning board or somebody approves it, man.
Yeah, and the zoning
Esau
board is
got-
ran by Amalek.
Right. He's gonna look at this shit and he's gonna like, nah, it ain't. You ever notice why all these different architects, all of the buildings end up looking similar to the obelisk?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Yep.
Because Esau can control what buildings get built through these zoning boards, man.
Yep.
Right.
You know, and they want a idol here, man. That's why all of the Burj Khalifa, all of the shits in Chicago, New York, it's
Yep.
the same style no matter what architect.
Yep.
Because these are idols, man.
They got buildings like that in Chicago, New York. That's a common design, man.
Yeah.
Even going down to as small as on the zoning boards, bro. Like, if you look at like out there, and you know how they building up all these new subdivisions?
Yeah,
Lee
yeah.
Summit, North Kansas City, fucking Overland Park. You notice all those buildings are kind of like the same. They all look the same subdivision.
Yeah.
You know why? Because they have certain men. It's a very small collective of men that they will actually let go and put their idea out there to build these subdivisions to keep that money.
Right.
Because, like he said, you ain't just gonna be able to go up to him and say, "Look, I want to put a crib here, and I want it to look like this." No, bro.
Yeah.
You ain't getting that club like that, man.
Right. Because see, zoning is supposed to be for like safety reasons.
Yeah.
That's why it exists. You're not supposed to build a building too tall or teetering over something else, or where a sewage line or something is. That's what it's made for. But what did the devil do? He came in and used it to squeeze you niggas out, man. Well, the building to be perfectly safe, but he'll still say no because of who you are, man. You know?
Well, shit. When we grew up at, he built that over a reclamation plan. It's basically like a dump. He built out there where we was out where my mama lived at.
It's probably that bitch Taylor Swift.
Somebody be fucking dead, man.
They doing an escort. That's probably that bitch in here. She in one of these. They don't do escorts for the police. That's that bitch right here.
That's the
Taylor
spirit,
Swift.
There
man.
it is. Just
That's
roll
why-
by the
that's-
property.
Yeah, you roll by the camp.
That's why we go to cheap place in Congress, man, because she's a witch too, man.
Yeah,
And the Spirit had you to say that.
Just had dude, bro. We here every weekend. They don't do police escorts every weekend.
Right, yeah.
That's her on her way.
Cause she got another show tonight.
Yeah, yesterday and today.
Yeah, so they getting out through all that traffic out there.
Shit back up.
God. It says, hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity, who whet their tongue like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not. They encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privately.
Right.
That's why we're going into the subliminal messages that be going on. Especially with, the social media is crazy, man. This social media has these kids duped. And that's every time you go to a restaurant, you go to a grocery store, it's just kids in their phone, man. But that's them setting snares. When they grow up, they're gonna grow up to be undesirables, they're gonna grow up to be freakos.
Yeah.
They're gonna grow up to be ultra violent. It's all what this man's agenda is.
That's right. It says, they say, who's to see them? Basically saying, hey, hide in plain sight. What is that first part? Hide. They think nobody can see what's going on. But they have the message sitting there for only people in that circle, so they get the message. But they don't want the public to know what's going on, but they put it out there on a billboard.
But did you see that video when that cop was harassing that kid and that nigga woman was basically saying, like, get the fuck away from him? That cop, the kid had to be like 8 years old on a bike. The cop just kept playing because, it's against the law for a cop to talk to a minor. You're not supposed to talk to kids like that. They got to go talk to the parents, but he was trying to get the dude, come here, where you stay at? And the dude was trying to get away from him on the bike to the point that the black woman said, get the fuck, leave him the fuck alone. Why you bothering him?
Right.
But that show you the cops are behind that shit.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They'll grab you up before you know it. Your ass is missing, man.
Right.
Well,
You wanna have you seen me posted?
Because a lot of these creeps, man, that's the worst part, is they often seek positions of power, man. And it's not always the president of a company.
They sexualizing the little kids, man.
Yeah, see? That's normalized here, man.
Yeah.
That's the spirit of freakism that's on this place, man.
Right.
But you're demonized for dealing with you get a woman, a younger woman, you're demonized for that, man.
Right. Yeah.
You're taking advantage of her. These kids been hoes, man.
Yeah.
Since Disney Channel.
Right. Yeah.
He got a couple of kids.
That don't mean that's a reason to do it. We know the laws, man. But I'm saying, this boredom is in the mind.
You could be 35 years old and you could have an 18-year-old bitch. They could give you shit over there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, she's legal, she's consensual.
You manipulated her.
No.
Right.
Shit. I mean, but it's a double-edged sword because in this kingdom, if you did get an 18, 19-year-old, her mind is fucking gone, man. It ain't really nothing you can do with it, so it don't really benefit you to really deal with it. It don't benefit you to deal with none of these hoes in this kingdom, man.
Right. Yeah. This is Psalms 83, verse 1. Keep not thou silence, O Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai. Hold not thy peace and be not still, O Most High. For lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones.
Right.
every year, man, they come and hold meetings every single year on what they're going to do to the Israelites, man. How they're going to keep us oppressed, keep us under their feet, how many sacrifices they want to do, how much money they want to make, what type of message do they want to put in the movies and on television for these people to follow.
Who's going to be the next star?
Right.
Yeah.
Do they want to push that momo-actuality out there, or do they want to push just straight murdering and death?
Right.
What celebrities do they want to pick up and establish?
Right.
All these things, even the construction we're going into, man. These architects, man, they're hired by the elites. All the original buildings, like built in the 1930s that established the beginning of the city, man, they're all witchcraft buildings. You look at it every single city.
Right.
When you look on the flag, right, how many stars you got on the flag? You got 50 stars, man. 50 pentagrams. Means that place is founded and owned by people that worship witchcraft.
Yeah. This city alone, this downtown area is probably owned by 2 families, bro. That's it. 2 of them, You probably got one Edomite, which is a Jewish motherfucker. He probably owned that half of downtown. Then his brother, some shit, might own that half of it.
Yeah.
And then they sublease these other businesses to these other, and it goes down.
Yeah. Going to that construction, man. Buildings have vibrations.
Yes.
As you know, these brothers were going into it earlier, how it's just a wicked vibration off these things. The Most High, when he instructed King Solomon to build the temple, it was very meticulous.
Yeah.
Right.
What type of materials, how tall things should be.
God.
Even going into Moses in the tabernacle, he had to get this certain amount of linen, this certain amount gold for this,
The measurements.
cedar for this.
Right.
So it does have a vibration, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. You have a righteous way of building and an unrighteous. Like I believe we're not supposed to have our homes not supposed to be more than 2 stories.
Yeah.
Three.
Y'all know what a mason is?
Yeah, it's a bricklayer.
A literal mason?
Yeah.
This is that you go all throughout Europe and you look at these old cathedrals, they have what you call the Gothic. These were built by the Masons, man.
Yep.
Right.
And it was basically left-hand architecture. Just like the brother was going into. That's literally how the Masons got their start, man.
Right.
They got their worship through building wicked buildings, through the vibration on the left. And this is old as hell, man. Back all the way back to the pyramids.
Yeah.
They've been making demonic architecture for I don't know how.
That's why they got destroyed the Tower of Babel.
Calm, bro.
That's where they got what they call. They got something that's called like the mortarboard square. Like when you look at a cement truck and you look at how it fills up that, basically masonry and brick. You know what I'm saying? Carpentry, basically. Brick and mortar.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So what they do, like when you go, like when you a cap and gown, know that shit goes back to? Like basically like if you take it. Yeah, but like if you look at the cap and gown, it's shaped in the form of a fucking brick. And then you know how they fill up the fucking concrete and shit, the mortarboard square, that's all that shit goes back to, man. You know, they take the fucking hat off, it's all it is.
But even Revelation goes into architecture, man. Because the kingdom is gonna have 12 gates.
Yeah.
Gonna have those 12 stones at the foundation of the city, man. So the most High deals with all these things.
Yeah.
That's how we know that this place is wicked. And because the project builders don't look like a fucking prison, man.
Yeah, that was wicked, bro.
Fucking,
Projects,
them project buildings Chicago brothers showed us it's wicked vibration on those buildings, man.
Yeah.
Especially with all the bloodshed that goes on,
Yeah.
that only amplifies it, man.
Yeah.
Cause you in Chicago, you have one building beefing with niggas on the other building.
You gotta
across from each other.
you gotta be a sleazy fucking piece of shit to wanna stand in fucking projects, man.
Yeah.
Niggas, they got mad when the buildings got knocked down, man.
Yeah, niggas getting it tatted on their body and shit.
Esau was mad when they knocked the buildings down because he said, damn, we gotta accept these niggas to their community.
Yeah.
Like according to Edomite, the best thing he could have done was contain you niggas, and that was the whole project. Put you in an area, concentrate you in the inner city so you can wipe each other out.
Right.
That was all it was about, man.
Yeah, calm. You got left there to die, man.
Yeah. Somebody get the book of Wisdom of Solomon 12.
I was trying to look up. There's this chemical that Esau invented, man, that allows you to see basically the spiritual realm. And I forget the name of it. Lord's will come back to me. I was researching it, man. And they actually made these glasses, the military did, where they put the dye, the chemical dye, it's like this purple dye, allows you to see, the left-hand side energy. And soldiers was basically committing suicide and killing each other and bugging out because they could see the demons actually physically manifest, and the demons could see them, and the demons knew that they could see them.
Well,
They was fucking them up.
Well, that's the whole thing. The scriptures say that the things that is in place today is about things you don't see. Like Cujo right here. If you was to see the fourth dimension, you would literally see a demon right over his ass,
Yeah,
right over
yeah.
fucking with him. You know, so probably sticking his tongue out and shit. And bro, and it's so cold. Like, and this how show you Esau know, bro. Like they got what they call dark matter, bro. And then they study what they call wormholes. Now they speculate through the wormhole theory, because everything is a theory, is that on the other side of dark matter, it's a parallel universe. They can't prove it, but through Albert Einstein, which I think Einstein may have been a Jake, bro. Because a lot
Einstein?
of he may have been. I don't know. You think so?
Oh, no.
I think he probably-
I gotta look a little bit more up into him,
But the things about it though, like a lot of shit before they had scientific evidence of like the world being round and like how fucking wormholes and dark matter work, he actually broke that shit down. When they put his theory or they put his formulas into play, it was like fucking 90% accurate. Like, oh damn, without any particular fucking technology that they got, he just kind of knew the Lord put a spirit on him. But they was like, if you go through a black hole, it may not be nothing on it. On the other side of it, you could disintegrate because the pressure. But even then, they broke down the concept of fish living in a two-dimensional world. Now, in two-dimensional, you only could go back and forth. You can't go up and down. Because third dimension, you go up, down, left, right, you can spin around. But they said the third dimension does exist within a two-dimensional world. They can see it and spectate it, but they don't function off the physical or the physicality of that realm. So going back to the fourth dimension, we can't see it, but yet we can experience it because of all the fucking bullshit going on around, man. When you got a man that think he's a goddamn woman, that's a demon on you, man.
Yeah.
You got a man that want to go up another man's rectum hole, or you want to snatch up kids. You gotta have that's a demon on you, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You want to walk into a Walmart and shoot up 20 motherfuckers.
Right.
But going back to what the brother was saying, he's saying that those souls was able to see the fourth dimension and they start committing suicide, man.
Yeah.
Because look, if you could see the other side of this world, you will bug the fuck out. That's why the Lord ain't gonna show us shit, man.
Right.
Right.
That's why he had to tell us. He had to tell us we're at war against something that we can't see. Because if we could see it, man, it would be crazy.
Yeah.
The spirit world is literally we're in a battlefield right now.
Hey, but so is that right hand, man. Right now it's 8 angels, man. I say 2 angels for each brother, man. That's how I operate.
14, 21, 28.
When I get into the world, I operate like it's like I got 2 bodyguards, bro.
Yeah.
Because you do, man. Lord put hedge protection over his men.
Oh, that's what it found it through the spirit. It's called Dicyan and Die, man. It's highly illegal now. Dicyan and Die, what was used to make them goggles. And the reason why I was bringing that out is because the dude, this other guy on this Instagram page, he actually recreated the dye, and he started making these glasses for it. And the glasses he put on, and he went towards these temples, these churches and shit like that. And when he put on the glasses, he could see the aura and the energy emitting off the fucking building, man.
Oh, they showed you that in Power in Tommy, bro. In Tommy Show Power, it was like a drug though.
Okay.
It was a hallucinogen.
Yeah, the black dog.
That black, and it was like a purple. I guarantee you, what color is that dye?
It's purple.
Yep. You see, in that show, it was that color. It was like a purple or
And,
something.
and when you
Like
put
a
on the
black.
glasses, though, he put on the glasses while he put it in front of the camera lens for his video camera, and the footage when he was recording, the colors was identical to Stranger Things, upside down. So it goes to show that Esau is a high level fucking bitch.
Yeah.
He be wearing the fucking goggles and shit like that, and he specifically constructs these buildings a specific way for the left hand side energy, man.
Yeah.
It goes back into what we were talking about earlier. Hey, I'll give you the whole world if you bow down and worship me. So every aspect of these Amalekites, man,
Right.
they are constructing everything to obtain and enhance the demonic energy in every single city.
Right.
Well, they got the spiritual demon Satan working with them, man.
Yeah. It's a left-hand recreation, man. Because that same power John the Baptist had when he was out there preaching, man. He could see all the demons on the people, man. He was just built up in the spirit, man. But Esau wants that left-hand power. He wants to be able to do what Yahweh Shai did.
Send me that video on energy.
You can see the chariot right there.
This is
When he's looking through the glass.
This is Ephesians.
Yeah, take the glass
break
away,
this down,
you're
you're
security.
right. This is Ephesians chapter 6, verse 11. Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil.
Right. Why does it say put on the whole armor, man? This is not a practice. This is not sparring practice. You could really get snatched up out of here, not being girded up, man. These devils are this is the end, man.
Yeah.
When it says Satan desired to have you, that's deadly serious. You don't go into the battle with half your armament, man. It really just takes one arrow because you got lazy to get through there, man. You out of there,
I
man.
don't feel like putting this on today.
It's
the worst mistake.
Right. Go ahead.
It says, Ephesians 6, verse 11, put on the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities.
That's right, man.
You can look that up. Principalities.
Right. Because why does it say we don't wrestle against flesh and blood, man? Because every captivity we're in, the Lord put us in this captivity, man. You know? We're not supposed to go up our carnal means. We're supposed to work out our sins and do the work on the spiritual realm, man. That's how we get delivered. You know? All of these guys that got weapons and all of these bullshit at camp, man, those guys are not in the right spirit.
Right. You're thinking backwards.
But they're not in the spirit at all.
Right. If you knew how many demons was out here, you would put all of your energy into fighting the spiritual battle, man.
Hey,
Right.
let me ask you brothers a question. What spirit do you see out here now? No, I'm saying, do you see a spirit out? Do you see actual physical spirits out here outside of people?
No.
So how the fuck you gonna shoot at?
Right.
You in a spiritual war.
Yeah.
If I got an
Good point,
AK-47 on my hip, I'm gonna shoot at somebody I can't see.
Right.
And,
right.
what the fuck are you guys thinking, man? Hey, a lot of your leaders gonna get you niggas straight up jacked up out here, man.
Right.
Y'all better get this shit together. We're in a spiritual fucking war, man.
Right.
Not you know the dangers we up against, and we don't realize it,
Yeah, time, bro.
bro. Like that's why the Lord, like, look, just go out there on faith. I got you.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This is a fucking wicked ass. This is an evil kingdom, man. I sit back and I think about it, bro. And when I really just sit back and think about it, a lot of times, you know, they say when you sometimes have a sip of Shakar or whatever you do, that's when the spirit really get activated, because that's when Jake Mo's spiritual shit come out. When I sit back, I could be in a crib drinking some wine, and I could be listening to some music, and the spirit really show me how fucked up this place really is, bro.
Yeah.
This is a scary place, man.
Right.
And you niggas got the nerve to call on Christ for protection.
Right.
Christ is the highest demon there is, nigga.
That's the heaviest demon.
Christ
That's the
got
head honcho, nigga.
Christ got the whole Western Hemisphere
On lockdown.
on lockdown.
Well,
man.
that's why IUIC is bugging out, man. Like they teaching now that
Christ.
basically they're teaching, what's the shit they're teaching now about basically burning forever or some shit? Yeah, that's a whole goddamn
yeah.
doctrine now. And we knew you niggas was getting on that hell shit and going left, man. Ain't nobody fucking burning in hell forever, bro. That's just unjust.
Right.
Look at all the hell we catch in life, and you think the Most High is that's a, if the Most High created a hell like that, and that's an unmerciful God.
Yeah.
That ain't the power I'm trying to serve, bro. We serve a God of mercy, man.
Yeah.
In judgment, because he's gonna put these people in the hell that's gonna feel like eternity. But
Right.
just you burning there for the rest of eternity in agonizing pain when you didn't spend 50, 60, 70 years of your life in America just fucked up, man.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
It says, Ephesians 6 verse 12, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places.
Right. So we're it's not just regular niggas that we're up against, man. Like you realize the ruling elites of the world is who we're chanting down. That's who we're addressing. Just like John called out Herod, that's what we're doing today, man. When it says go to the high place, go into the gates of the nobles, what is that talking about, man? It's not talking about going to Prospect and trying to get some niggas to repent,
Right.
man.
This is for the elites.
This word is twofold, man.
Yeah, see, they ain't grown. They want to go to Prospect and reach niggas.
Right.
We're beyond reaching niggas, man.
Right.
We're trying to really we're the ones that's going to the gates to the no. We're telling you prophecy before it happened, man.
Right.
We telling you the downfall of the Edomite, the so-called white man New World Order. It's not gonna solidify itself, man.
Right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna make it. He gonna get that close, and the Lord gonna smack that shit out his hand,
Yeah.
man. And we're
Right.
telling you that, man.
Right. Come.
Brother got a definition.
The definition of a principality, a region or sovereign nation headed by a prince or princess, rulers, a territory ruled by government. Okay, so basically, we're wrestling against the elites.
Right.
Okay, we're not wrestling against flesh and blood. We're wrestling. The blue letter's in there as well.
Look it up.
I got the blue letter as well. The blue letter says the original comes from Archno, to be chief, to lead, to rule.
Yeah. Leaders.
So the head people in charge of this country. Okay?
Right. The nobles.
Right.
It says to be the first to do anything, to begin, the chief leader or ruler.
Right. That's the word. That word archon is the root, I believe, there. And that's where you get the word archon, but in monarch, oligarchy,
Yeah.
Because that word means to rule. It means power. And anytime you see the word ark behind anything, it goes into a power or a ruler or some kind of power.
You know, archangels.
Well, yeah, when that was written, the Romans was empowering. What was the Romans known for? Having a monarchy, man. Yeah, 1%. And that's the spirit that likes to play, say it bold. Bold, you damn right, but bold, man.
Yeah, fucking right.
You know what I'm saying? The scriptures told us to declare the word of the Lord openly and boldly. I don't give a fuck about y'all, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Do what the fuck you gonna do, but at the end of the day, the Lord gonna do what he gotta do, man.
Yeah, that's right.
You know what I'm saying? Straight up, bro. It ain't really, and Jake be scared, man. What the fuck you afraid of, man? You made it this far, you keep going.
Right.
They can't do shit to you outside what the Lord allowed them to do. And if you're doing the work of the Lord sincerely, Lord, man, you're gonna be, I believe, and this is my personal opinion, I believe the men of the Lord gonna be straight in the times coming, man.
Yeah.
This devil gonna try to come at us, he gonna try to get us, he gonna send people at us, but the Most High say, even with temptation, there has been a way of escaping this shit, man.
Yeah, that's right, bro.
Bro, look at all the gems we done got out of, man. Think about it. You know, every brother up here got testimony on almost giving up the spirit, some form of fashion, man. You know?
And are you Jakes that scared to speak up against the rulers of this world, man? You down with the agenda?
Yeah,
You down with members of your community getting snatched up? You know, the damn boys and girls getting snatched up, sold to sex slavery. You down with that?
Well, most of them, that's who they gonna send at us because it's familiar. Hey, who came up against Yahweh Shah the most? Jake. Romans wasn't really. Yeah, the Romans knew about him, but they're like, well, look, man, you know, y'all deal with that. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, shit, what was it? Herod? No, it was a Pilate. Pilate. Basically, he ain't find no fault in the Lord, man. He said, I don't find no fault with this man. He's like, man, look, this man ain't did shit. And you gotta look at the way he was looking. He probably like, these niggas are fucked up.
Right.
They're trying to he had more belief that Yahweh Shah was the Messiah than you niggas.
Right.
Because in the spirit, he knew the prophecy, man.
Right.
Herod knew. Yeah, he like, man, fuck this. I don't want no smoke with it.
And his wife was getting played
With dreams,
too.
yeah. She said, I suffered many things in a dream because of that man right there.
Terrorized.
Couple quick ones you guys have.
Yeah, we got to bring out that Wisdom of Solomon 12. We got to hit that one. What you got?
I got Ezekiel 35:2 and then one more in Jeremiah. Which one you want to go?
Go ahead, bring it up.
This is Ezekiel 35:2. It says, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir and prophesy against it. Okay, so hey, we're supposed to prophesy against this wicked kingdom. This represents spiritually Mount Seir today. Mount Seir was a cheap place of Esau. Okay?
Right.
So we're prophesying against the whole city, his whole country.
Right.
All right? And there's another one of Jeremiah 28:8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence.
Right. And that's not any nigga that's telling you go out there and vote. Any nigga that's trying to build a place of long dwelling here, man. They're not in that spirit, man. The Lord is gonna forsake them, and when all hell breaks loose, we gonna be laughing at you niggas, man.
Yep. Because the truth is bigger than all black people.
Right.
This is a, believe it or not, because we here to gather the nation of Israel, the elect, but this is really a universal message, man. Because Esau got to hear this to hear his judgment.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The Northern Kingdom, they got to hear this to know who they are.
Right.
Obviously, you Negroes, you need to hear it to hear they are. Hey, you nations, you need to know your future in slavery, man.
Right.
How are you gonna leave that out?
Yeah.
You can't tell Elam he gonna be all the 7-Elevens just gonna be shut down in the kingdom and he gonna be working in the field if you in the hood.
Right.
How you gonna reach him?
Well, that's how you know that we have the correct doctrine, because when you go out there to prospect, man, you're not gonna see no Edomites kicking them out there. The word is twofold. It's to bring the gospel to the hopeful elect, and it's to condemn the wicked, man.
You see Esau, but they just there to buy coke.
Right. Now out here, you see a nigga every minute, man, drive by, and you see Edomite. You see every nation out here, man.
Well, what you just read? You read Isaiah 35?
I read Ezekiel 35:2 and Jeremiah 28:8.
Read Isaiah 34:1, bro. Get that real quick.
The book of Isaiah 34, Verse 1, it says, come near, ye nations, to hear, and hearken, ye people. Let the earth hear, and all that is therein, the world and all things that come forth of it.
Yeah. So it's commanding us to speak to all the nations, man.
Right.
Everybody, man.
That's right.
You're not gonna do that going out to no fucking prospect, man.
That's right. It says, for the indignation of Yahweh is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies.
Yeah,
Everybody
that's
gotta
right.
hear it.
Yeah.
Everybody gonna feel it.
That's right.
And he hath utterly destroyed them, he hath delivered them to the slaughter.
Yeah, that's right, man. Because it's our job to condemn all of the nations, man. We're out here to be that spectacle to tell everybody why the Lord's getting ready to do what he's getting ready to do, man. And it's to bid the rest of the elect to the marriage, man. That's what we're out here to do. But all of these nations got to get condemned, man. All right? All of these Amalekites, these Edomites, Ishmael, Moab, they all come through here, man.
Right.
You know?
And we going into the witchcraft that they do, and we bring out some facts of what actually happens, what they doing with kids. When you hear all that information, why would you not want to prophesy against a motherfucker like that?
Right.
Right.
You need to tell them, hey, they're going to be put to death. They're going to be put down. They're going in chains and in slavery, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're supposed to want to do that when you hear about these horrors. Like, they do what to kids? What? Oh, that's what they do in Hollywood? Oh, I want them motherfuckers to die, right?
Right.
So how else is going to happen unless you don't do the work of the Lord to bring that judgment, that curse upon them?
Right. Right.
But you niggas don't want to prophesy against the so-called white man, though, right?
Because,
Right, yeah.
because they with him. Them niggas sold out, man. Look, they saw all them other Israelite camps sold out. I'm standing on that shit. I think all the way from the top, IUIC, all the way down to Yohana, I believe all them camps sold out. I believe Al-Azhar sold out too, man. I believe the Sakari, I believe he sold out, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck who think what. I think that nigga sold out, man.
Yeah.
Well, scriptures
If
say,
I'm wrong, I
man.
stand corrected.
Well, the scriptures say, man, you know a man by their fruits, you know. And when you look at the behavior of these men, what else conclusion can you draw? Could we be wrong? Maybe. But what else conclusion are you gonna draw when all you see all the niggas into is selling merchandise? All the niggas into is rap and gang culture,
Yeah.
clickbait titles.
Yeah.
What else are we supposed to think, man?
Being fucking pull-up boys. 'Cause
Yeah.
Anytime they got some type of event going on in their city, they gotta pop out.
How they know, yeah. Like y'all got insight.
Why
of it.
can't you just go to one camp spot, man?
Right.
How come y'all niggas gotta pull up to the Super Bowl? How come y'all niggas gotta pull up to the
Yeah.
NBA Finals?
Right.
Nigga put up to the
Shit like
finals,
that.
man.
Yeah.
Cause y'all really deep down, y'all want notoriety of these people, man.
Yep.
These peons that don't matter, you want notoriety from them.
Hey, and y'all scared to get on E, man.
Yeah.
Let's just be real, man. Especially you IUIC guys. Y'all scared to condemn the devil.
Right.
Hey, well, I got a precept for them niggas. Proverbs 11:21. Though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished, but the seed of the righteous shall be delivered. Join hand in hand with them all you want, man. But you're gonna be punished right along with them, man. You're gonna be caught in the wrong place at the wrong time, man.
Right.
Because this man has a lot of blood on his hands, and you know all the wickedness that this devil does.
Right.
But you choose to turn a blind eye to it because you want the fucking bag from this devil.
Right.
And you want the fame, you want the riches and support of this world that belongs to the wicked right now.
Yeah.
Well, I got something to back you up. This is 1 Timothy 6:17. It says, charge them that are rich in this world, that they be not high-minded, man. And what happens when you have the riches of the world? You become high-minded. Why? Because what's the spirit of this current system? Pride, self-worship. That's the spirit that comes along with being quote-unquote successful, man.
Right.
You see, so if you're in that realm of circle, then you're gonna have that spirit. Because you can't have no other spirit. You can't be meek and humble and be rich, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. When you do see it, these are very exceptional people, like Job. Like like almost damn near it feels like supernatural what Job did, man.
Yeah.
You know, because they had all those riches and overcame. Because that the scriptures tell you, man, if a gift destroyed the heart, man, what is a whole heap of money gonna do to you, man?
Yeah.
You
Well,
know?
Apostle Gabar said that, you know, once a man has so much money, the only thing left is raw power over the people.
Yeah.
So now this man is getting to that point. That's why that Job says, when his belly is full, the Most High shall rain upon him.
Yeah.
Cause hey, what else can this nigga take? There ain't nothing else left to take. So now it's time to make you people bend the knee.
Yeah.
But even then, let's just say if he was successful in doing that, then after that, he'll just probably blow up. He'll kill himself because he can't. Esau is a cancer, man.
Yeah.
That's gonna continue to grow. It's like a woman almost. A woman, she's known to suck energy from you, and the more you give her, the more she wants.
Right.
So that's Esau. The more wicked he can get, he's just gonna keep going.
Yeah.
So if he managed to get everybody to bow the knee and put the Karagma in him, after he gotten that, then what's the next step? Oh shit, I gotta try to figure out how to take her and kill the Most High.
Yeah.
That would be his next thing. Okay, if I kill God, let's just say if he successfully took out the Most High, which is impossible, right? And he got a chance to sit in the heavens, what the hell you think he would do?
Oh,
He
man.
will literally destroy the universe, man.
Yeah.
And himself included.
Yeah.
That's why this man has to go down, man.
Right. That's what the sci-fi movies are about.
Yeah.
The fantasizes about going to another planet or galaxy, go spread more of that wickedness, man.
Well, that's why the Most High ain't gonna let him do it, man.
Right.
Because I believe that through the Spirit, I believe that when all shit really hits the fan and the Lord comes back, I believe he's gonna open up the sky, bro. I believe he's gonna let us see everything out there. Because they got their quote-unquote space pictures and shit, but you can't really see nothing out there. Because they still in the Leo, lower Earth orbit. But I think when Yahweh Shah come back, he's gonna break that barrier, man. You know, because it's a whole nother world up there.
Yep.
Like going down in the bottom of the ocean or down in water, that's a whole different dimension down there. Some motherfuckers come up missing, man. But anyway, it says, nor trust in uncertain riches, but in the living power who give us richly all things to enjoy. So you can't limit yourself to just trust in money, man.
Right.
You have a whole goddamn galaxy out there that we're gonna inherit and enjoy forever.
Yeah.
Money is just gonna be like a extra thing. That's just gonna be like something you got, and that's really gonna be to pay the other nations for their service once they get out of slavery. Yeah, the fuck we gonna do with money? We are the money.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that. You say that all the time. We are the money.
Yeah, it's like shit. You know, you think the Rothschilds are paying to go in certain spots? Hell nah. You are already on the docket, bro. You good.
Nah, yeah, because really on certain things, like these rich people, they get paid to do promotions. They get paid to, make appearances, things like that. When you are the elect out of trillions of people on the planet, or not even the planet, in the universe, that's gonna hold a lot of weight, man.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody gonna charge you for a, whatever,
Well,
for a
because-
fucking piece of land,
Well, because money is for people who don't already own everything.
right?
Because you're trading to get something of value. What do we need money for if we own everything?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go to some heathen. If my lawyer got something nice over there, I'm gonna go to my brother. Hey man, I chill over here. There ain't no money involved.
We're
Yeah.
trying to go stay
We
in
own
the
everything.
that's made of Jasper. We ain't trying to
That-
worry
that-
about what the fuck
That's
these
why the
people-
elites don't care about pumping 100 trillion and shit. They don't give a fuck
about
They're like, you think the elites care about paper money?
That's
for
They're
y'all.
like, man, that's y'all shit.
y'all.
Like,
That's witchcraft, really. It's a stumbling block. That's
Right.
why all them talismans and shit on the money.
oh, bro, that
These
shit
niggas
is deep.
mystified by it.
That money got the dick, bro. That shit is scary, bro. You seen them break down a dollar?
I've seen a lot of them
Bro,
over the
like,
years, yeah.
bro, they put shit on a dollar. They call it a conspiracy thing, but every dollar has some type of event on that bitch, bro.
Yeah.
When they broke down the whole trade towers from the $5 bill to the 10 to the 20 to the 100, I said, you gotta be fucking kidding me, bro.
Yeah.
But that shows you that's witchcraft on the left-hand side.
Yeah.
They got men on the left-hand side that can see certain events and they can put it into the cards, man, and make it go.
Yeah.
Because though they're communing with the spiritual demon Satan.
Yeah.
Like when the Rothschilds, they have their little visit, consultation, that final seat is open for Satan, man. So literally they're splitting the veil from the physical world to the spirit world, and Satan come and sit in there and he consult with them, man.
Right.
Yeah, Satan provides the elite's counsel.
Yeah.
But the thing is, Satan is leading y'all into a trick bag, man.
Yeah.
Because he's gonna make you do things that end up with America going to World War III, the CHIP being implemented, and Jacob Shovel on this planet Earth.
Yeah.
And so when the elites counsel to Satan, it's like, how do we get out this jam? He gonna leave you, man.
Right. Yeah.
All right, see you later, nigga.
Yeah. Satan is the greatest double agent of all time.
Because he
He's
works
got
with the
lying
most.
spirit.
Excellent. Break that down.
Yeah, because in the spy world, you got an agent. You send him in there to go behind enemy territory to go gather information, sow discord, confuse, and so But what happens when the agent gets over there and then he gets convinced, oh, I like this side better, and when he comes back to report to the person that had you spy on him, he's really spying for the other enemy now, man.
Yeah, what the
He
fuck?
switched teams.
They showed you that it in too deep. They showed you that it in too deep.
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't want to get. He started like that, and what LL his nigga name was God, bro.
Yeah.
He started liking that nigga, man.
Right.
To the point that the drug dealer LL Cool J nigga, he didn't even believe he wasn't a cop. He said, "You ain't no cop, Jay
Right.
Reed," because that nigga was really about that shit,
Yeah,
bro.
kind. Same with Bill and Judas and the Black Messiah.
Yeah.
He started feeling more. He really didn't want to do everything that he did, but he had already did his shit, man. Esau had him, you know, and that's what Satan is doing to Esau, man. Satan works for the Most High, man. Satan is under no illusion of what his rank is and what his power is. You are.
Yeah, and all you simple ass niggas, when something go wrong, the devil.
Yeah.
The devil is upon us. No, the Most High green lighted that, nigga.
Right.
Man, the devil ain't got nothing to do with you niggas, man.
Because
The
Esau
devil-
did the same thing with Jacob,
Yeah.
right? And with the blessing. The same thing's gonna happen with
Right.
the same thing's gonna happen with Satan, man. He's going. Is he not rightfully called Satan and the devil? Because he said the same thing with Jacob. Is he not rightfully called a supplanter when Esau was crying? Well, you should have known what was gonna happen, man. And you should have known what Satan was gonna do to you at the end. You're gonna try to call on him at the very last minute, and he's gonna be the adversary to your ass, man.
Well, well, shit. I mean, think about it. I mean, that's just like the scriptures tell you about Esau. Never trust thy enemy.
Yeah.
If you know the history of Esau, would you trust him?
Hell
Fuck
no.
no, you don't trust
Hell
Esau.
no.
You know what he's capable of, bro. It could be fucking. What's this guy's name that had the show? They used to wear all the sweaters and shit. Mr. Rogers, that pedophile, bro. The neighborhood friendly Edomite, man. You don't trust his ass, man.
Got a precept.
Go ahead.
It's the book of 2 Chronicles 18 and 19. And Yahweh said, "Who shall entice Ahab, king of Israel, that he may go up and fall at Ramoth Gilead?"
Yeah.
And one spake, saying after this manner, and another saying after this manner. Then there came out a spirit and stood before Yahweh and said, "I will entice him." And Yahweh said unto him, "Wherewith?" And he said, "I will go out and be a lying spirit in the mouth of all his prophets."
So remember, this is a council in the heavens, man. There are literally councils in the heavens. When the Lord say, "All right, this is the deal." No, when the mob boss bring everything to the table, this is the deal. We got to figure out how to get. Well, it ain't gonna figure out. But see, this is how fair the Lord is. He wants everybody to get a piece of the movie, man. Because the Lord already knows what the decision is. So the Lord, he'll conjure the angels. Hey, y'all angels on my right, you wicked angel on my left. Come here. So this is the plan, right? We got this devil, and I can just see it in my mind, you know, how Jake be drawing up plays and shit. I picture the Most High with a hologram chalkboard, and he's drawing up. This is the devil, this is the Edomite, these are role events. This nigga need to go here in order for that to happen. So which one of y'all can be a demon and convince this cracker to go down there?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then an angel will raise up like, well, look, Abba, I can do it this way, I can say him this way, and then I can say that. Most High like, okay, that sounds good, but let me hear your opinion. And then he bring his shit, and the Most High like, you know what, I like his opinion better. We gonna go with that plan. And he gonna say, leave me, be gone and execute it. The Lord gonna sit back and watch this shit, man.
The scriptures say, "Do nothing without wise counsel."
Yeah.
Even the Most High do that.
Yeah.
Cause then when it come to play, you gonna be like, "All right, Yahweh Shai, we done got all the pieces and shit. Now it's your turn. Now you go down there."
Well, when you going through certain shit, or Lord smite your ass, it wasn't just off GP. It's a council. Lord, like, look, we gonna fuck him up, man.
Right.
Brother with his woman too much.
Yeah, we gonna, yeah.
Go ahead.
Correct that
It
real
says,
quick.
"And the Lord and Yahweh said, Thou shalt entice him, and thou shalt also prevail. Go out and do even so." And that goes right in hand with this precept. Job 2:2. "And Yahweh said unto Satan, From whence comest thou? And Satan answered Yahweh and said, From going to and fro in the earth and walking up and down in it." So, hey, the Lord sent the spiritual demon Satan to come right over here to Esau in America to entice his ass. And he has prevailed. Esau is steady round the clock, bowing down and worshiping the spiritual demon Satan and doing all this witchcraft, doing all this architecture, raping all these little kids and sacrificing, thinking that he's doing something.
Yeah.
He got fucked up with the lion spirit.
Get proud.
So now what's happening? His kingdom is crumbling and falling, man.
Yeah.
I got one more scripture. Just to go what you got on. This is Colossians chapter 1, verses 16. It says, for by him, and that him being Yahushua. It says, for by him were all things created that are in heaven and that are in earth, visible and invisible. What's something invisible? Spirits.
Spirits, yeah.
Angels and demons. It says, for by him were all things created that are in heaven and that are in the earth, visible and invisible, whether they be thrones or dominions or principalities or powers.
Right.
All things were created by him and for him.
That's right.
Yeah.
So you got thrones on the planet Earth, but yet it's being casted out from a bigger source, man.
Yeah.
The Lord said he sets up kingdoms and move men out the way.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So Esau has the throne on the planet Earth. The Lord set his ass up, man. The Lord is the ultimate judge, man.
Yeah.
Okay? All right, precept going back to what we were talking about earlier, Sirach 19, and I'm gonna start at verses let's start at verses 20. It says, the fear of Yahweh is all wisdom, and in all wisdom is the performance of the law and the knowledge of his people say it's omnipotent. Some people say omnipotent. Omnipotent, yeah. Okay. Now I'm gonna look up that word real quick, and it's gonna go into all powerful.
Yeah.
You know, because we were just talking about how the Lord has the counsels and the precept that the brother just read about how the Most High, everything was created for him. So let's look up.
Yeah. When I was in church growing up, they would teach us those three words. You had omnipotent, you had omniscient, omniscient, and then you had omnipresent. All right, and omni basically just means all, and omnipresent means you're present everywhere. Omniscient means you're all-knowing. All right, but when you go into the word omnipotent, the word potent goes into the word power.
Well, it says here, it says the quality of having unlimited but very great power. God's omnipotent. All right, and it got supremacy, preeminence, dictatorship, despotism, autarky, atrocity. Then you got totalitarianism, then invincibility.
Right. And then when you go into omni, basically means the power. There's no perceivable end in sight. You can't see a limit to it. We cannot fathom the Most High's power.
Like that nigga Omni-Man, he couldn't be stopped, bro.
Yeah.
You couldn't stop him. Like,
Right.
no matter if you can disable him, he just come back stronger almost.
Yeah. Cutting niggas in half, man.
Yeah. They knew he was a real problem. Like, yeah, this nigga's a problem.
Right. Absolutely.
That's the Most High, man.
Yeah.
Esau like, man, the Most High's a problem. No, nigga, you the problem, man.
Right. He's the Most High, man.
Isaiah 55, verse 6. Seek ye the Lord while he may be found. Call upon him while he is near. Let the wicked forsake his way, and a righteous man his thoughts, and let him return unto the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, and he will have mercy upon him and to our power, for he will abundantly pardon. For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, saith the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts.
Right.
So as we said, we dealing with a omnipotent power, man, and we're mortals, man.
Right. Right. That's why the Lord compares us questioning him
Right.
to a man that makes a chair,
Right.
questioning the thing that made the chair.
Yeah.
That's how dumb and stupid we are in comparison.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like if you make a chair, the chair doesn't have any ability to talk or speak or do anything.
It's just a fucking chair.
That's how the Lord looks at his creation when he looks back and says, Lord, why I feel like I'm a boy. Even though I was born with a vagina, I feel like I'm a boy.
Yeah.
That's how the Lord looks at that, man.
Or that whole Deuteronomy 22.
Yeah.
The Most High, he just so wrong for that. Well, nigga, he does what he wants, man. He makes the rules.
Right.
How the fuck you gonna tell the person who created the game that, hey man, you fucked up?
Yeah.
Well, shit, man. The motherfuckers, man. I got shorty in the entertaining. I got 10 shorty. Yeah. That's the one you playing?
Yeah.
Oh, nah, you got it.
Yeah.
So like, the scriptures say that the Most High, and it goes back to this, man. Like the scriptures say our thoughts are not his thoughts. His ways are higher than our ways, man. So you can't understand Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, man. Just like you got to create a video games. sometimes the AI is impossible to beat, but the person that created the game can show you how to beat the AI.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You be mad at the person that created the game, but look, motherfucker, he created the game however you want it to be, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what he wanted to be.
Right.
Nope.
That's why we tell. That's why we tell y'all the best thing you can do is just submit. Just submit to the will of the Most High, man. Cause you gonna do His will anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
What option do you have, man? Cause you could think you're gonna be like, you know what, fuck that. Well, guess what? The Most High sent the demon for you to think that way,
Right.
nigga.
Yeah. And
You
it's
might
going
as well acknowledge him.
yeah, and rebellion is gonna be a way rougher way to do it, man.
Yeah.
Ask Jonah. You know? You could have went and prophesied the first time, or you could rebel, get swallowed up for 3 days, and do it anyway, man.
Yep.
And that's the message, man. What is the point of trying to outskirt the Most High, man? Trying to outdo the Most High.
Quick one. Proverbs 3, verse 5. Trust in the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, with all thine heart, and lean not unto thy own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy path.
Yeah, that's right, man. That's so we're supposed to lean on the Lord for direction, man. You know, that's why the scriptures roughly paraphrase. I think that's in 2nd Ezra. They seek to follow their own thoughts, roughly paraphrasing. Talking about you 2/3 niggas.
Yeah. They
You know,
follow the devices of the evil
their
heart.
own heart. You despise the law. You loathed it. You know, that's the opposite of what the Lord is dealing with, man. When the real righteous men are gonna see the Lord for what gonna see that the Lord is in control, they're gonna defer to him for direction, man.
Yep.
That's why the Lord said in Isaiah 33, wisdom and knowledge are gonna be the stability of your time. You know? Because that's basically the Lord directing us in a time of trouble. In the time of chaos, direction from the Most High is going to be a spiritual power, man.
Yeah.
Just knowing where to go, it's going to be a spiritual power.
Because that Proverbs 3 said you gotta acknowledge the Most High. You gotta have it in your heart that this is the source of my life, man. These people in the world, they don't think that way, man. They just think this money's the source. This clout. This clout is the source of my life. No, man.
Yeah.
Because those things, when you go off that leads you to the wrong path, man. That's why I say read it again. Proverbs chapter 3, verse 5. Trust in the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, with all thine heart.
Mhm.
That's those times where you just feel lost.
Yeah.
You know you're doing the right things in the spirit. You know you being a good brother. You know you handling your business when it comes to men of the Lord, but you just feel lost. It's like, damn, what am I doing?
Yeah.
Trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding.
Right.
You can't set expectations for the Lord, man. The Lord sets the bar for you.
Right.
The Lord tells you
Right.
what level you're gonna be. The Lord tells you what you're gonna be doing in your life, man.
Yeah. And you're not supposed to be in a spirit of questioning the Lord. Why this? Why that? You know, there's nothing wrong with like seeking answers, but you're supposed to be in a spirit of obedience, man. You know.
That's right. Another precept. Back you up after that.
One more, right? It say, in all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths, man.
Right.
Because nothing that we do is of our own, man.
Yeah.
How about Shem Yahushua, he dictate what you eating for breakfast. He dictating what time you wake up in the morning. He dictating which female you putting your dick in.
Yeah.
He even dictate the gas prices when you go fill up your car, man.
Yeah. You out there trying to find the perfect suit and tie for the interview, knowing when really you just should be praying to the Lord, man.
Right. Yeah.
He decides you're gonna get the job, nigga.
And you know
All right.
what? When you get an understanding of that concept, brothers, it helps you become a lot less frustrated in life.
Yeah. Right.
Because when shit don't happen your way, you begin to start saying, "Oh, that wasn't Yahweh's will. If I was supposed to go down this road, why the hell I have to miss this damn exit? And now I gotta go all the way down this way, 10 minutes down the road to turn around. Well, if you would have got on the exit the first time, your ass probably would have flipped over in the car.
Yeah.
You know? So when you actually accept that concept that, you know, your ways aren't your own, then you become a lot less frustrated at shit.
Right.
You know, it must have been meant to, that was the spirit. You gotta learn how to say that's the spirit.
Yeah.
It meant to happen this way for a reason.
Yep.
Right.
Brothers in LA say everything is spiritual. And when we say everything, everything.
Yeah.
Cat Williams say everything.
Everything. Yeah. Like it speaks about that in the old school. I ain't heard this precept in a minute, but the prayer of Jabez, they have to have us read it, man. And it speaks about us having the wisdom of knowing the things that we can and can't change, man. All right, not riling yourself up over matters that's out of your control, man. That's how you get unstable. That's how you start making rash decisions. That's how your woman and everybody at work start getting the best of you. The scriptures say the man that rules the spirit can take a whole city, man. You know, and that stability of knowing that the Lord is the one directing us, man. That's the root of that, man.
That's right.
You know, when we lose our job, it might suck, but we can go back and say, well, the Lord had that happen for a reason, man. Let me see what the Lord chastising me, or this is an opportunity for growth? What is it? You know?
Oh, it's all opportunity for growth, man. Most High ain't if you commit your ways to the Lord, He ain't just gonna let you be some basic nigga only knowing 5 precepts.
Yeah.
And it ain't about the precepts. It's a matter of being a better man of the Lord.
Right. That's right. Yes,
God. This is the book of Proverbs 3:6. And all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths.
Third time,
man. As a reminder, man. All thy ways, man.
Yeah.
Everything you do, you gotta aid. And that was the Lord that gave it to me. Don't ever get in that pride, man. Those spirit, man. I was watching that movie about George Foreman last night, man. Good movie too, man.
It is.
Yeah, it's a good movie. Highly spiritual. You know, because Jake back then, you know, they didn't know about Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, but they had a high level of zeal. You know, but you could tell through the movie, the beginning of the movie, you know, he goes through this extremely hard time, man. You know, coming up damn near dirt poor, homeless and shit. You know, and then he rising up. Jake started getting good and shit like that. You see the things that Yahweh worked in his life for him to become successful in that sport, and he kept leveling up. And as soon as this nigga get to the top, man, this dude went 40-0, man. 40-0. George Foreman went. Then he got his ass knocked out by Muhammad Ali.
Yeah.
Why? Because before then he got that knocked out, man. He was proud. He started speaking against Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, man. He became completely faithless.
Right.
He didn't care anything about the Lord. And he got to the point when in a scene in the movie, he at the table, you know, with his family, and they had to hit his hand because he just started getting ready to eat without praying for the food. And he was like, pray for what? The Lord didn't do nothing. I did all of this.
Right.
And what happened, man?
Yeah.
You got your fucking title stripped down, man.
Pray for what?
All the work that you did, your boy that you was with scammed your ass out of all your fucking money.
Right.
So he ended up going dead ass broke, man. He got humbled hard.
Yeah.
And that's what's gonna happen to you people, man, if you don't acknowledge the Lord.
Right.
You think that you're doing everything of your own accord, that Yahweh didn't give it to you.
Yeah.
You better acknowledge that there was a higher power that set up all those quote-unquote coincidental situations for that success to take place. And he'll strip it all from you, man.
Yeah. That's right. Scripture.
This is Romans chapter 9, verse 17. For the scripture saith unto Pharaoh, even for this purpose have I raised thee up, that I might show my power in thee. Hey, that goes to that George Foreman. The Most High blessed that man so that he could show his power by saying, just as quick as you got it, it's just as quick as I can take it away, man.
He took all that shit away, man. All the money that he got paid up. All of it got ended up gone, man. Won the world heavyweight champion of the world, man. Lost it. But you know what? After he got humbled, he bounced back, man. And did the impossible at his age.
Yeah.
Say, for the scripture saith unto Pharaoh, even for this purpose have I raised thee up, that I might show my power in thee, and that my name might be declared throughout all the earth.
Right.
Therefore hath he mercy on whom he will have mercy, and whom he will he hardeneth.
Right,
Yeah.
because the Lord literally does every single thing. There's nothing that you just did by yourself. He created your own body, your flesh. He created the thoughts to go in your mind. He gets all the credit. The Lord wants all that credit, man.
Yeah.
All of it. And guess what? You better stop being mad about it, because your ass is only breathing because of him, because he's allowing the life to be in you. He's allowing that beat. How many times your heart beat throughout your life, man?
Yeah.
He knows the count and the number of every single heartbeat you'll ever have.
Right. Yep. And that's why you know, in this truth, we don't do this for carnal glout or carnal glory, because it's all for the names of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. Now we gonna get exalted, but that's only through the Most High, man. Because Moses, he didn't make it into the land because he didn't give all praises to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua during the wilderness.
Right.
Most High punished him for that.
Yeah.
Here you is dealing with niggas all these damn years, putting up with all kind of bullshit to get these niggas to a destination, and then guess what? You can't even get there yourself, man.
Right. Yep. That's how quick that harsh punishment can come.
Right.
Because that was his whole mission and raised up purpose, is to get the nation of Israel out of the land of Egypt and bring us back to our Heavenly Father, man.
Right.
You know? And then you don't even get to see the fruit of that.
Right.
But why? Because at the last second, you allowed that little bit of pride that you think that you was doing the shit.
Yep.
And he took that shit away, man. And time again, that happens to Jake. They start feeling themselves too much and thinking they doing something, and the Lord will take it away from them.
God. So hey, when Jake start raising people from the dead, you better give all praise to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua,
Yeah,
man.
that's right.
That's right, man.
When you start calling fire down from heaven and torching niggas, you better give all praise to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, man.
Yeah, that's right, man.
That's right, man. Hey, niggas, y'all just the joystick. How about Shem Shai is the actual game?
We just
Right,
vessels.
right. What did Yahweh Shai say, man? Don't call me good.
It's none good but the Father
You know,
above.
you see this over and over and over again, man.
And he was perfect and said that.
Right.
right,
And,
man.
you know, a man that we would all call good. What did he say? Don't call me good, call the Father. That's deferring praise to his Father, man.
Right, huh?
You try to take praise, man. The Lord, that's the shit he don't like, man.
That's right, man.
This Romans 9 verse 18. Therefore hath he mercy on whom he will have mercy, and whom he will he harden. That will say then unto me, why doth he yet find fault? For who hath resisted his will?
So that's like the point he said earlier, man. What's the point in resisting the Lord's will, man? We've gone over how his thoughts are higher than your thoughts. If he puts a lion spirit on you, it will prevail. All right? There's nothing that you can do. The Lord has so many, he's the Most High, man. Just get with the fucking program, man. That's the conclusion of the whole matter, man. Fear the Lord and keep the commandments, man. When we go to Revelation 18, it said, just come out of her, my people, man. Just come out of. There's no point. The Lord has already marked this place, man.
God. And
You know?
that was a trick question, as it said, because nobody could resist the will.
Right. Yeah.
That's right. Paul got
question, man.
another precept, man, that just goes right into it. You know, when they asked Yahweh Shai how to pray, he gave them a prayer and listen to it. Okay? It says, this is the book of Matthew. Let's start at verse 9. It says, this is the book of Matthew, chapter 6, verse 9. It says, after this manner, therefore pray ye, Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. The Lord's will, man.
Yeah.
He gave it to you to answer that everything is orchestrated by the Yahweh himself. Right here when he's teaching you how to pray. Okay, because this is a good prayer to say daily, in the morning and before you go to bed. Okay? It says, thy will be done as it on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. Amen.
Yeah.
So there you have it, man. It's the Lord's will. And even us out here prophesying. You get people that come up sometimes and they say, hey man, you know a whole lot about the scriptures. How you know all those precepts? I don't know a damn thing, man. It's the spirit of the Lord that put all those knowledge in. We don't rehearse and know exactly, have a blueprint of what scriptures we're about to bring out for camp.
Yeah.
They just pop up, man.
Even do your lessons,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just cut on the camera and pull it out.
Yeah.
But that shows that this world hates the Most High because they hate us.
Yeah.
They hate the ones that do the will of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, man.
That's right, man. And when you understand that concept, then you see how much of a miracle the Lord is working every single day.
Yes.
For you even put the knowledge and these thoughts to ever be out here and speak this.
Yeah.
You know, it's not us speaking at all. We're literally just mouthpieces. That's why I gave comparison. We just a goddamn joystick.
Right.
I was the one that's controlling the joystick, and he's the game himself.
Yeah, calm.
You ain't nothing more than that, man.
Yeah, you just the nigga on the front of the cartridge.
Right. Because, like, can you raise yourself up from the dead, man? You know, would that be a spiritual power? Now, when you read Ezekiel, the 37th chapter, the Lord uses the raising of the dead as an illustration of the elect waking up, man, which is basically a supernatural event, given that what we was going through, man. But it wasn't of us, man. The Lord did that, man. Scriptures say the man's going is of the Lord. How can a man understand his own way? We could have no more woke ourselves up than you know, than anything, man. You know, it's just not in our will to do it. You know, the Lord had that written down thousands of years ago, that I'm gonna wake you up in due time. These things are gonna transpire, and this is going to happen. Okay, that's why it speaks about a book that we have no control over whether or not we're written in it, man. It don't matter how many precepts you know, how nice of a brother you are, how much charity you've given. If you're not written in the book, man, you're not written in the book.
And it's always changing.
It's all, yes.
That's why in that Revelation 22 it say his name will I be take out the book of life.
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, how he already know who's gonna make it.
Right.
But certain men come into the truth, certain men get casted out.
Right.
Well, it ain't the fact that it's changed; it's already written. But you know, it ain't like in the cartoons they show you know how like when the nigga go to heaven and you got the guy today, your name is in the book of life, and then you exit out. Nah, ain't how it work, man. You were written in the Lamb's book of life from the foundation of the earth. You just a finicky ass Jake, then that's just part of your story. You know what I'm saying?
This John 15, verse 15. Henceforth I call you not servants, for the servant knoweth not what his Lord doeth. But I have called you friends. For all things that I have heard of my Father, I have made known unto you. Because Yahushua, when he was setting up the church, he didn't really have to give explanation as to why they had to go out and preach. He was just, because I said so.
Right.
But he said, no, if you do these things, this is going to herald in the kingdom. This is going to set the foundation of what we're doing today.
Yeah.
But it says, henceforth I call you not servants, for the servant knoweth not what the Lord doeth. But I have called you friends. For all things that I have heard of my Father, I have made known unto you. Mm-hmm. Ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you.
So that's a cut to them niggas in the church that say, oh, well, I found the Lord. No, the Lord, you didn't find nobody. First of all, the Lord is the one that finds you. Right. Okay, even the Lord, you niggas in the church ain't got your house. Yeah. You ain't found nobody. But the Lord said he chosen us, so hey, his chosen are within him. He's chosen them from the beginning, man. Now, do we know who that is? I mean, we have an idea. Because it's time now to really start speaking like we're the elect, not saying it in a pompous way, not like that in a fucking nigga war, no. Oh, we know we the elect, yeah, right. We niggas can't spell elect, yeah. But you gotta really do process of elimination. Who's doing this thing is sincerity and truth. Now, brother may ask me, do you believe you are the elect? I say, hell yeah. Yeah, I believe I'm of the elect. I believe it. You know what I'm saying? Because if I don't believe that, then why the fuck am I wasting my time and y'all time?
Yeah.
It's just that simple, man.
That's why I say, let us therefore come boldly to the throne of grace.
Yeah. Because if you got that notion like, well, we don't know ultimately, but your belief is what convicts you.
Right.
But if you come to this thing with no belief, you're really just wasting your time, man.
Right. That's why it says that in James, basically your faith and your works are intertwined with each other. Yeah. Because the very fact that you're out here is proof that you believe that you're of the elect. And otherwise you wouldn't be out here.
And that's a good point you made, because see, Christians, they like to say, oh, well, I just believe. But no, the Lord had to back something up with belief. If you believe, you're going to do the work.
Right.
That's what gives you that's what makes you of the elect, because the elect are going to be doing the things that was commissioned for them to do from the beginning. Yeah. So if you believe, this shows your belief by teaching.
Right.
It ain't just you sitting in the fucking house of goddamn where you sell drugs fucking 6 days a week you don't church, you decide to go to Sunday school, right, and think that you found the Lord. It don't work that way, man.
Yeah. So you would know by the actions that we would do. It also gave us traits, spirits, and characteristics, man, of how these men would behave. They would be diligent. They'd be doing the work. They would be meek. They'd be humble. They could take correction without, getting emotional. You know what I mean? And then that's why we can call out other camps, because we read the scriptures and we look at you niggas like, what the fuck are y'all doing, man?
A little bit more. John 15:16. Ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you and ordained you that ye should go and bring forth fruit, and that your fruit should remain, that whatsoever ye shall ask of the Father in my name, he may give it to you. These things I command you, that ye love one another. If the world hate you, ye know that it hated me before it hated you. Now, why did the Most High say that? You see that wicked ass bitch rolled the window up.
Yeah, she didn't want to hear it.
Rolled up, yeah. Wicked ass, yeah. She was getting cut. But it say, these things I command you, that ye love one another. If the world hate you, you know that it hated me before it hated you, right? Because we're gonna be isolated, man.
Right.
When you worship the Most High, you don't have a lot of friends, brother, and you got a whole lot of enemies. That's why this thing, whatever camp you in, you got to be knitted tight, man, because we all brothers got.
Right.
That's right.
Right, man. And that proves also that the Lord is not dealing with every nation, man. Why does he say love one another, but then right after it further discriminates between the world and us? Because when it's telling us to love our neighbor, love one another, it's not talking about every nation.
Yes.
It's only talking about Israelites. And there's going to be a difference between us and the world. And we're not commanded to love the world. The Lord says, stay away from these motherfuckers, man.
One more verse. If the world hate you, ye know that it hated me before it hated you. If ye were of the world will love his own. But because ye are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hated you.
That's right, man. And that's why you can always start looking at other camps and stuff sideways by how many views they got on these videos, man. Because people have a tendency to like things that are spoken softly, that are sugar-coated, that are twisted to make them feel good, and they always tend to have more views and subscribers, man. And that's how we know that there's too much worldliness in y'all doctrine, man. You know?
Because the majority of the people that watch it ain't spiritual, man.
Yeah.
Like, I done seen the live stream from these other groups, and it ain't nothing but carnality in there. Bitches are all out of order talking shit, trying to rebuke the man. You got men talking about, man, when you gonna drop the next Israelite mixtape?
Right.
What the fuck, man?
Because the world is mixed into that shit, man. You know? And that's why everybody, they love you on the surface level, but wait until all hell breaks loose, man.
You ain't gonna have no answer for him, man. You gonna be in a pot of shit just like them all.
That's right, brothers.
This is the book of 2 Peter 1, verse 10. It says, wherefore the rather, brethren, give diligence to make your calling and election sure. For if ye do these things, ye shall never fail. You know, you want to make sure that you are elect by what? Giving diligence, man. You know, continue to go out there and do the work. That's why we always say, hey, I hope I'm of that number, man. Hope of that. We keep coming out here and pushing as hard as we can. We want to be sure that we are the men, man.
And another part to that too is endurance, man. It's endurance because the Lord said endure because it's going to be things that's going to be designed to get you up out of here. It's just like you fighting a battle, like shit, you go a 12-round bout and then go to the decision. You endured that fight without getting knocked out, man. Right. You know what I'm saying? Basically, we got to be in this without getting knocked. Even you may take a couple of knockdowns, but get back up on an 8 count, man.
Right.
Get your breath.
Yeah. And it don't matter where you starting this thing. You got to be doing it when the Lord comes back, man, diligently and sincerely. They're going to have brothers that might have been doing it for 20 years, and they quit right at the end, right when another brother started up. He's going to be out of there, and that other brother's going to get in. It's like that movie Squid Game, man. And they did the red light, green light. It didn't matter what position you was in. If you was caught moving, when that thing turned around, you was out of there. It don't matter what further ahead you are or how far back you are.
We used to play that.
When the Lord gets back, you better be doing the work, nigga.
It ain't gonna be no, red light, green light. You try to get to the front, and if they catch you moving on red, they gotta see you.
Yeah.
Lord, nah, fuck all that. The Lord ain't gonna be no move to the back.
Right.
You gonna get taken out, man.
Yeah.
And that's what we tell Jake, man, especially like when you first learning the truth. one thing, Great Millstone, they go stress to you the seriousness of this truth and the intensity you have to approach it with, man.
Right.
This ain't nothing you can just, come out for a week or two and fade away. Nah, man. You come out here, you be around us, hey, you better stay on fire, bro.
Yeah. That's right, man.
Show diligence.
It's like again, to go back to that analogy, like in that Squid Game, man, you had brothers that was just too close to the wrong nigga, man. And he got pushed when the robot, stopped. He got put because you was just, and that's spiritual, because a war, all you other niggas that are hanging around them, listen, y'all gonna get fucked up just being around the wrong nigga. When the Lord gets back, y'all gonna be found doing some fuck shit, man.
Well, you know what? All them niggas are the wrong nigga. It ain't just all them niggas are a bunch of disgruntled fucking demons, man. From O'Roy to all the way down to the Lord's retarded demon.
Yeah.
All of them a bunch of damn demons,
Right,
man.
That's why the Lord speaks about the
they're not
watchmen.
even worthy of even being mentioned, bro. Like, honestly, bro, man, y'all, us in the same sentence, come on, y'all. You're right, man. You look down on them niggas.
Yeah, that's why the Lord speaks about those watchmen having blood on their hands, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Talking about you in a new covenant, but you're still teaching. Shut the fuck up, man. And that fucking bugged out ass nigga that one always want to be in the camera, nigga, when you find out that they false, you gonna find another group of niggas to gravitate to because you feel like you wasn't getting your face out there, man. So you Jake saying this for the wrong reason.
Right.
And the Most High gonna fuck a lot of you niggas right up, bro. We coming to the time the Most High is gonna raise up Esau to fuck you niggas up.
Yeah,
I wanna
right.
see y'all keep that same energy when they come down with great rap. Because the biggest thing now is pushing out GMS. But wait a minute, GMS, it's bigger than us, man. This is a whole goddamn system we going up against. You supposed to be talking about the Karaki, about the end. It's like y'all hell-bent on us. Talk about the end of the world, man. Right. If you in a new covenant, you should be pushing the end of the world. Definitely, if you believe that. You know what I'm saying? But you worried about, oh, we got to get this group out of here, so therefore the Lord can bring the end. Get the fuck out of here, man. Like, we the worst thing in the world now.
Right.
Out of all the wickedness in the world, you got other camps that literally feed their fucking congregation of sharks, but yeah, we're the worst thing in the world.
Right.
And I'm not saying that you probably didn't have bad experience with brothers, man. You will have that. And anything that's of anything that's of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, but men, we're fucking infallible. We're fallible. We go off. Yeah. So you're gonna have problems. You're gonna have problems in the flesh with camps. You ain't gonna like every brother. You ain't gonna gravitate towards every brother's spirit. But is that a reason to be a bitch about something that's going on? Like, I may not vibe with you, so therefore now the whole congregation got to be wicked because I don't like you.
Right, yeah.
Nah, bro.
We just went into that, how we not even doing our own will.
Yeah.
Right.
One more scripture.
Go ahead.
Matthew 7, verse 17. Even so, verse 16. Matthew 7, 16. Ye shall know them by their fruits. Do men gather grapes of thorns or figs of thistles? Even so, every good tree bringeth forth good fruit, but a corrupt tree bringeth forth evil fruit.
Right.
A good tree cannot bring forth evil fruit. Neither can a corrupt tree bring forth good fruit.
Right.
So if you doing things in the sincerity of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, I mean, obviously you're gonna have niggas that stumble along the truth, but you're gonna be profitable because you're sticking to the script, man. You're not remixing the doctrine. You're not adding your own personal ego into whatever you're doing. You're keeping it 100% about the Bible, man. Now, when your own personal life, yeah, you can do whatever the fuck you want. But when it comes to this, you gotta stick to the script.
Wait, that's spiritual too, though, because you said a tree will only be known of its fruit. So you look at the Israelites, only Israel tree can grow from only Israelite can grow from a particular tree. That means that you can't take something else and graft it on. Like, okay, you may have a sycamore tree. Can I take a maple leaf tree and make it grow in a sycamore tree? It's not gonna fucking work. Why? Because the roots are different. So you can't take people or other nations and graft them part of something that's already established, man. It's not gonna work that way. That's common fucking sense, man.
That's why the example of the olive tree was given. Because the olive tree, you can have two different olive trees, but it's the same species.
Same species, bro.
Of fruit. It's all olives. You know, the Lord didn't say go get orange branches and apple branches and throw them shits onto the tree. No, man.
Like a fucking salad.
Yeah. The Lord said, I want olives. I lost the olives. Go get olives. Bring them back.
Olive, yeah.
I ain't asking no motherfucking tangerines,
You got
nigga.
raisins in this shit.
Yeah.
It say Matthew 7 verse 18. A good tree cannot bring forth evil fruit, neither can a corrupt tree bring forth good fruit.
Now, hey, now you think about it. Look, see, peep this right now. A tree, with say for instance, right? You may have an apple tree. It bears good fruit, but even out of the good fruit, you may have some that go bad. What do? They fall from the tree. The tree replenishes it, gets a fresh apple. Okay, so you're gonna have men that's gonna come into this thing that's not good. Though they were born of a good tree, but that's why they fall out, because they wasn't good to begin with.
Right.
See what I'm saying?
That's why I say Matthew 7 verse 19. Every tree that bringeth forth not good fruit is hewn down and cast into the fire.
Yeah, that's
So
right.
how much more groups telling you that we worship the God of niggas?
Yeah.
Is that a good tree?
Well,
Is that good fruit?
that's a nigga tree. That's a tree. That's a
That's a
nigga
nigga tree.
Yeah, that's a nigga tree. Yeah.
Nigga tree.
Yeah, you
Right.
plant a nigga tree in the fucking hood and you gonna grow nigga fruit.
Right.
Yeah, shit.
Because
Some of them niggas
Because when you have
GMO.
a tree, man, the tree has two main values, man. One is its fruit. Now, if it can't produce fruit, what else is it good for, man? Wood. What do you do with wood, man? You burn it up for fuel, man.
burn it.
Chop it down.
And so when you start becoming a liability by not producing fruit, or you're not in the spirit of producing fruit, what the Lord is going to do is have your ass wither away.
Yeah.
You're going to become dry, shriveled up wood. And dry, shriveled up, wildfires love dry ass, shriveled up wood,
They
man.
eat that shit up.
Eats it right up. Clear. Matter of fact, everything that's burning in these wildfires is all dried wood, man. That's why the wildlife conservation will tell them to go out there and pick up some of that firewood away from the city so it doesn't spread, because that's the fuel.
Right. And one thing about fire, in the wintertime, fire brings what? Comfort. So we get comfort when you niggas gonna get burned away.
Yeah, that's
The
right,
comfort
man.
is coming.
That's right, man.
We're gonna be withered, man.
Yeah. Like nighttime bonfire, man.
Gotta be you and me.
Because you ain't no other use. You can't take the fruit. You run off all this fruit, so you what? You gotta be burned up, man.
Right.
The scriptures go into vessels of wrath fitted for destruction.
Yeah.
Certain niggas are created just to be destroyed, bro.
Yeah.
Like this brother, he was at my crib last night. We was chilling and shit, and I was looking at Mike Tyson. And when you look at the way that these people are designed, he just looked like a person that was designed to get hit or fight. I was just looking at his ass. I'm like, yeah, that's this nigga's lot. So everybody have their own purpose, man. You know what I'm saying? You can see in his face, he looks like a walking piece of flesh with eyes, man. Like he could take a hit.
Yeah.
I'm like, I was looking at this nigga. I was like, damn, this guy's really fucked up. But
Really dope.
he's created for that, man. So like, you got certain men out here that deserve to be destroyed, man.
Yeah.
You know, like fucking Eddie Monster. Go ahead.
Matthew 7 verse 19. Every tree that bringeth forth not good fruit is hewn down and cast into the fire. Wherefore by their fruits ye shall know them. Not everyone that saith unto me, Lord, Lord, shall enter into the kingdom of heaven.
Yeah.
And that Lord, Lord goes to the true names, man. Not everybody saying Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is going to be on the chariot, man.
Right.
Because, hey, niggas can call on Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. We done told niggas that name.
Everybody that sprang forth the one West camps, the offspring of the one, everybody know the name of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua.
Right.
You just got Nate with his stupid ass playing with the name, and that guy Ricard from the GOC, that guy, man. You know, those are rebellious nigga. And no, hey, Nate, the Most High is gonna fuck you up, man. How can you niggas not see the man that changed his doctrine? He didn't change his name, he didn't change his doctrine, he didn't change his status, he didn't change the tribe, he didn't change the fucking the prophecies, man. Scriptures say meddle not with them that's given to change, man.
Right.
So if you niggas were spiritual, you would see that, but no, you follow fucking men, man.
Yeah, that's right.
It says, not everyone that saith unto me, Lord, Lord, shall enter into the kingdom of heaven, but he that doeth the will of my Father which is in heaven.
Right, so that's because you calling on the name of the Lord, bro. That don't mean you gonna get a ticket on the chariot, man. Like we was cursing out this clown, Demetrius, asshole, whatever that nigga's name is. Yeah, Jeremiah. Nah, Demetrius, man. Your name ain't Jeremiah. Okay? But Demetrius, man, a nigga. He said, do the will of the Father. What are you doing, man?
Right.
On Facebook with a fucking coupe with a white suit on, man, like you man, you's a weirdo, bro. Yeah. Playing games.
Right.
Your name means world lover.
Right.
It says, Matthew 7, verse 22. Many will say to me in that day, Lord, Lord, have we not prophesied in thy name? And in thy name have cast out devils? And in thy name have done many wonderful works? And then will I profess unto them, I never knew you. Depart from me, ye that work iniquity. And that's the one thing you don't want, man. One thing you don't want in this life is for Yahweh Bashim Yahushua to cast you away. And say, get away from me. I want nothing to do with you.
Yeah.
So then where is your hope at? Where's your life at? What do you have to look forward to if you don't have Yahweh Bashim Yahushua?
Yeah.
You have dudes that come into the truth and just start playing straight games, man.
That's what happened to King Saul, man. He was trying to do things in he was trying to do things for Yahweh Bashim Yahushua.
Jesus Christos,
But he didn't listen to the will of the Most High, man. He got rebellious, and so what happened? The Lord kicked him out. And that's a scary thing for the Lord to tell you, look, I'm not dealing with you, man. I found somebody better than you, and you're done. And what happened after that, man? Saul bugged the fuck out, man. He started trying to commit murder, man.
He started going. he went more left than he already did.
He was out of death.
He started going towards the.
Well, Saul was never chosen anyway, man.
Yeah.
He was never chosen. Lord don't see. In the middle of the movie, the Lord don't do rewrites, man. The Lord laid out the perfect script. You know what I'm saying? The Lord bend the rules of the characters to make certain choices. The Lord give you your perception of free will. You know what I'm saying? Your perception of it, man. Overall, you're going to do his will. So Saul, he was bugging out when he realized that he lost the kingdom to David. He was bugging out like, I got to go get this nigga, man.
Right.
It was to the point that he wanted David to marry, I believe his daughter, but basically it was to set him up. Because basically what happened was, when you take a virgin, you got to pay an offering to it. He was like, well, look, man, this is all you got to do. Just say that, I did X, Y, and Z. That way we'll be good on the sacrifice, man. He wanted to get David killed. You know what I'm saying?
This is Luke 11, verse 24. When the unclean spirit is going out of a man, he walketh through dry places, seeking rest, and findeth none. He saith, I will return unto my house whence I came out. And when he cometh, he findeth it swept and garnished. Then goeth he and taketh to him 7 other spirits more wicked than himself.
That nigga went to recruit a complete legion of demons, man.
Yeah.
Because 7 is completion. So that demon, it could really be 14 demons, man. Some niggas got thousands of demons on them. You know what I'm saying?
He say, then goeth he and taketh to him 7 other spirits more wicked than himself, and they enter in and dwell there. And the last state of that man is worse than the first. That's what that brother was saying on how when the Lord rejects you, it ain't a good thing.
You go basically suicidal pretty much, man.
Especially if you know better.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing about the Lord and his mercies too, because when we fuck up, you know what I'm saying? You know when you fuck up and you go to the Lord, but somehow in your spirit you find rest because you know the Lord forgives sins too, especially when the Lord really moves and like, all right, you still in this thing, you still strong, you're like, okay, the Lord pardon you.
Right.
Keep going, but don't fuck up no more, you know?
Right.
You got Jake that make they take fucking up for granted, man. You know?
Right. Hell yeah. We know examples, man. My personal favorite is Mike Venus. This guy Malak Shar out in the Charlotte camp.
Joker.
He was in the truth, prophesying, doing what it do. But X, Y, and Z happened now. Now he's a SoundCloud rapper with green hair and tattoos.
That nigga look like a Heath Ledger reject, bro.
Mike Venus, look him up. New album coming soon.
Wow.
Mike Venus, man.
That's
all
a
that
hell
shit
of a
you was
demon.
talking, man. They used to call the nigga a toxic one. He had a thing against the brother Ashiar in Charlotte. He didn't like the head brother. But whatever. But you out of here, he's still here. So what that shows who the Lord was dealing with, not you, nigga.
And that's why the fear of the Lord is so important, man. Because when the Lord, if you don't fear the Lord and he's taking his spirit away from you, man, you have a very horrific future coming for you, man. You know? That's why Saul was in panic, man. He tried to go to the witch of Endor. First he was remorseful, then he was like, oh, I gotta go try to fix this.
Right.
Then Saul, he got Samuel from the spirit world. He got rebuked again.
Right.
And then he waxed worse and then worse and then worse.
I mean, he had good intention. He had good intention when he was trying to reconcile, but
Right.
he didn't. You know, the scriptures of the Lord tell you that some men, I forgot it's in Sirach, but certain men have favor with the Lord more than other men. So
Yeah.
just because an apostle could commit a grave sin don't mean you can fucking do it.
Mhm.
Like, everybody was getting on Apostle Ricard for that biker jacket, not understanding the spiritual matter of it. Yeah, it looks fucked like, oh shit, that's fucked up. He should be out the camp, but why? I mean, you don't know. You might can't get away with that because the Lord, you know, he men on different levels. But you gotta look at the time he's put in. You don't know what type of offering he sacrificed to the Lord for the Lord to have that type of mercy versus your bitch ass only in 5 years ain't done shit. So yeah, you get the fuck out. It's all through the spirit, man.
Right.
See, people think that the apostles just men making decisions based on flesh. No, this shit is through the spirit, man.
Yeah, high level.
Yeah, and sometimes you don't understand it until it come down. Like me and the brother that was on Umar, man, we talk all the time, bro. He be like, look, bro, you told me some shit years ago, but it didn't dawn on me until then. Said I
Right.
didn't understand. I'm like, take time, bro.
Yeah.
It's still shit that men say that go right over my head, and I'm like, oh shit, this is what he meant.
Right.
You see?
So that's a beautiful point you made too, man, because when you notice in that example of between King Saul and King David, man, when the Lord took the kingdom from Saul, he basically said, look, I've given it to someone that's better than you. So he's already saying, look, I already got somebody I like better than you, Saul. And then when you look at what Saul did versus what King David did, it was nowhere near as bad what King David did, man. And the Lord still had mercy on David. Why? Because that David was just a better man, man.
Right.
He had his favor, and it just is what it is.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, the Lord says that the kingdom's supposed to go to the firstborn, but then he'll have examples where it goes to the second.
Right. Once again,
You know?
because he makes the rules, nigga.
Exactly.
Because he says so.
That's right.
Yeah, you and call it unfair. Call it biased. The Lord is very biased. Shit. I mean, to be honest with you, yeah, David committed a greater sin, but at the same time, Saul was trying to kill an anointed. That's a sin to try to kill a prophet, man.
Yeah.
But he didn't go through. He couldn't go through with it. But
Right.
the fact, just imagine if he did murder David, the Lord would have got Saul out of that ASAP, bro.
Right. But if the Lord liked Saul as much as he loved David, he could have forgiven him, but he
Yeah,
didn't.
but he didn't.
You know?
Because Saul was a fucking nigga, man.
Yeah.
Y'all
It
got scriptures?
It wasn't meant.
You got something? Wisdom of
Solomon.
Solomon. Yeah, that's
That's even the spirit of Yahweh. You know, he said, "Yet will I choose Israel." You know, even that concept. You know, we have done an extreme amount of wickedness. Yet
Jake is
we're
all
his
kind of
chosen. The Lord's gonna choose who He wants to choose.
right. Yeah.
You know, at the end of the day.
Yeah. Because all Israel gonna be in the kingdom, and
Right.
they gonna get blessings. Now they gonna have the rank of elect and get the benefits with that. But hey, man, the lowest of the low, the grimiest of the grimiest nigga is gonna be a king, man.
Yeah, and that's beautiful. That's an ultimate example because on a base level of just basic civilianship, Jake do way more wickedness than a low level Edomite.
Right, right.
You know what I'm
They
saying?
don't deserve it.
Yeah, when the Lord is talking about the wickedness of Esau, even though, because I mean, the fact that you're a Babylonian, you just gonna fall in the realms of being wicked because you follow the structure. But when he said the wicked, he's talking about the upper echelon, man. But when it comes to like base level wickedness, man, Jake got that shit. Jake
Yeah.
beat Esau by landslide, man.
Yeah.
Nigga is wicked, bro.
Precept.
Go
We
ahead.
brought this out last week, but this is Isaiah 1 and 18. And it says, come now and let us reason together, saith the Lord Jehovah. Though your sins be as scarlet, they shall be as white as snow. Though they be red like crimson, they shall be as wool. And see, these are the things that vocab alone and stuff get upset about, man. He can't understand why the Lord allowed suffer so much wickedness from our people. And he still forgave us.
Because the Most High do what the hell he wants to do.
That's right, man. And to see vocab has to try to say like, nah, y'all, the Lord ain't dealing with y'all no more. No, man, the Lord ain't write that down. The Lord said he's the redeemer of Israel,
Where in the
man.
Bible that the Most High said he gonna cast off Israel forever? Whenever he ever said
Hell
that?
no.
Right.
Never said it.
When he say he gonna let vocab people in there too.
Right.
But he does say He's gonna do away with Esau forever, man.
That's right, man.
And that's plain.
Very
I'm
plain.
thinking if the Most High said that he was gonna do away with Israel, we would have came across that scripture already.
Right.
Right.
It wouldn't even be no need for us being out here.
Be out here.
But you see the complete opposite, man. The Lord says, let us reason together. All right? Stop being a nigga. Repent, clean you up, and that goes into the new covenant, man. And that's promised to us, man. But the Lord didn't do that with every nation because He has favorites, man. He has a favorite nation. He's got a favorite tribe. He's got a favorite men within those tribes. All right, and you can't get emotional about it. Some men are just created better than you, man.
It's not in the club, nigga.
Hey, shit. We ain't the apostles. I mean, we are apostles because it means to send forth, but we're not like the top level shit. I'm not apostle to her.
Yeah.
The bar, you know what I'm saying? We're not those men. The Lord seemed favor to put those men in that position for whatever He seemed God to do.
And when we get in the kingdom, bro, we're gonna be so far above the heathen, it's not even gonna matter. That's why Yahweh Shai said we're all friends, man. I'm sharing everything with y'all.
Yeah,
man.
like if you friends with the Lord, like even within levels of the elect, you gonna be good. Like you ain't gonna be going to a brother crib like, man, I wish I had this, nigga.
What are you
You
bickering
gonna like,
about?
man, nigga, you good. Like, bro, you got a world name, like, bro, like,
Right.
We all listen. All Israel is gonna eat, man.
Yeah.
Like my man said, everybody eats. We all gonna eat. Even these little grimy, maggot, niggas out here, they gonna eat in the kingdom. And with that, we gonna close out and give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Double honors to the elders, the apostles of Great Millstone. Blessings and salutations to the whole elect. Shalom, Abba,
Ba ba boom!
Abba,